Crusaders. I guess I'll just ask all this. I'll wait. I just want to.
Zoom, which is some kind of video platform, I guess. And I think that's about it. I don't think we have any other consoles. Just, yeah. You ready? We're about to go live?
We're set. We are live. We are live from Northwest High School in the northwest section of Cincinnati here, sort of close to the Mount Healthy area. This is Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the sports authority, your internet sports authority, and we are live, and we will be bringing you tonight's BCFL Game of the Week. This is a game between the Crusaders from Indianapolis, Indiana, the Marion County Crusaders to be exact, and also the home team tonight would be
The Butler County Broncos.
that's right, the Broncos from Butler County. And so this game will kick off at 7 o'clock, but we, of course, are on the air a little early to give you some history and background. But the first thing that we're going to do is we want to let everyone know that we have some interns tonight for the game, and we want to let everybody know that we'll recognize those. DeAndre Coker is on one of our cameras down on the field. Mamadou Diallo is also on another camera on the field. That would be the camera that would face opposite the scoreboard. And then Joshua Oliver goes to UC. He is an intern with us, and he's going to be helping Sydney run graphics and run switching on the board. And then your play-by-play announcer tonight, Trey Larkins. And, of course, I'll add some color, and I'm going to be handling the camera in the press box. You want to give us a plug for you? All right. Your name is? You know your name? Patrick Connor? Connolly. It's Irish. Okay. Well, Patrick is actually doing the announcing, and are you handling, Patrick, the scoring as well? Oh, okay. So maybe we'll have an intern. But anyway, this is the Blue Collar Football League on Campus Nation, and we are just happy to be here once again presenting this game, our game of the week. So without further ado, let's get Trey Larkins in here. Trey is going to be doing our play-by-play. We will ask everyone out there to because Trey is unfamiliar with the teams, he's unfamiliar with the players, but he will be doing our play-by-play, and it's sort of that's what an intern's all about, Trey, isn't it right?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Excited. Yes,
yeah,
I'm
but you
excited.
do have a good voice for television and radio, and so from that standpoint, that ought to be successful as far as tonight. And we have watched both these teams. Last week we had these Crusaders, and they played the Chiefs. And then we have done the Broncos and the Dukes. And have we done a Broncos game before that?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so. And that's Sydney that you're hearing as far as the demure little voice that she's got there. But anyway, we will get underway here. Let's see, what time is it? I got to get my bearings here. It's 6:43, so we've got about 18 minutes before we're going to kick off. And I think that we've got some information here that I'm going to pass on to you. We want to go over the standings in the league. The Eastern Conference Butler County Broncos are 2-0. The Southern Ohio Blaze 2-0. The Columbus Gators 2-0. The Marion County Crusaders 1-1. The Dayton Hornets 0-2. In the Western Conference, the Cincinnati Chiefs are 2-0. The Kings Comets are 0-2. The Tri-State Saints are 0-2. And the Cincinnati Dukes are 0-2. In the Week 3 game matches, the Southern Ohio Blaze, they're on a bye week. It's the Cincinnati Dukes, 0-2 at the Tri-State Saints, 0-2. The Columbus Gladiators, 2-0 at the Dayton Hornets, 0-2. The Cincinnati Chiefs, 2-0 at the Kings Comets, 0-2. And, of course, the game tonight, our game of the week, Marion County Crusaders, 1-1 at the Butler County Broncos, 2-0. We've got some stat leaders here. And of course, we know Antonio Davis, the the quarterback for the Cincinnati Chiefs, very well. He's done several broadcasts for us, both he's come into the booth during some of these games, but he also did some broadcasts for us in the SIAC in college. He was from Central State, has a lot of the passing records there. Well known. He is the quarterback leader going into this week with 436 yards, 4 TDs. The Kings Comets' Maurice Lovett with 295 yards and 4 TDs. The Butler County Broncos' Stephen Cunningham, and you'll see him tonight, 265 yards with 6 TDs. Running back leaders, the Cincinnati Chiefs' Darian Nelson with 156 yards. The Butler County Broncos' Robert Givens with 125 yards. The Southern Ohio Blaze' Devontae Johnson with 107 yards, 1 TD. The WR leaders, Cincinnati Chiefs' Paul Jones, a wide receiver with 188 yards and 2 TDs. Cincinnati Dukes' Justin Cornwall with 127 yards. Kings Comets' Royal Wright with 103 yards and 2 TDs. On defense, the leaders in tackling, the Kings Comets, Howard Tidwell Jr. with 14 tackles. Sacks, the Marion County Crusaders. You'll see Duke Wright tonight with 3 sacks. Interceptions, the Cincinnati Chiefs' Sergio Freeman with 2. The Cincinnati Chiefs' Dre Reap with 2. And the Marion County Crusaders' Cliff Wheeler with 2. So that just gives you a little bit of information with the matchups and the standings and also our stat leaders. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back. You're listening to CampusNation.com, your sports authority.
I was born in the Dominican Republic. I came here to the U.S. when I was 3 years old. In my culture, and I say this as a joke, but it's a reality, you either choose music or you choose baseball. I didn't get a baseball bat, I got a guitar.
I'm an occupational therapist, primarily working in the geriatric population. I start really early at 7 a.m. I usually see patients on the hour, every hour. It could be something as simple as lifting their hand to drink from a cup after a stroke or buttoning their shirt when their hand hasn't been working. We try to help others of all ages of life.
My love of music started when I would listen to my sister blasting the radio. She first played a song, and it was a rock song. That's what I connected with, and that's what actually made me who I am today.
This one's gotta go underneath. My brother Matthew has Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Your muscles, little by little, just lose their strength, and his kind of started from the feet up. He's my role model for sure. He's just like my little buddy. He's definitely inspired me to go into the career that I did. I want to be able to help people live their lives to the best of their abilities.
We write songs about empowering people, and a lot of those great ideas that we've had have actually happened at McDonald's.
This has kind of always been like my go-to workspace. You could say like a home away from home.
Along my journey, I realized that I could help other people. Whether it just be playing some music or dancing, I always wanted to share that with people.
Give me a little clap right here. Hey.
When the opportunity to work with seniors came around, I really found my purpose.
Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Eso, right here.
I often feel like seniors are like forgotten in our society. Even if you're 99, you still have a lot of life to live. It's really rewarding to be able to help someone even in a small way.
Success for me is about finding what makes you happy and then just sharing it with the world.
My personal motto is make every day count. Each day is truly a blessing. It's all those little things you can't take for granted.
All right, and we're back live from Northwest High School Stadium. Northwest, the home of the Knights. The Eisen family McDonald's have been family-owned and operated since 1994. Whether you're looking for a part-time job or you're looking to start a career, the Eisen family is hiring. The Eisen family McDonald's not only work around your schedule, they offer world-class training, high school completion courses, college tuition, gym membership, paid time off, and more. You'll want to look them up on Facebook at Eisen Fam or apply online at eisenfamilymcd.com. And we certainly appreciate the area McDonald's and Ison family in sponsoring BCFL football. So once again, we've got Trey Larkins here in the booth. He'll be doing our play-by-play. Trey, did you play football? Is this something that's in your blood, so to speak, or have you had interest in football over the years?
Yes, I actually played on this exact field right here that we broadcasted right in front of at Northwest.
So you were a Knight?
Yes, I was a Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
And your football teams, you were here for 4 years, I'm assuming,
Yes,
and you played varsity for how long?
About a year, my senior year.
Okay.
And I played JV and freshman year. I played my entire high school career of football here at Northwest.
Well, that is great. And so how did those teams do? They do fairly well?
We struggled a little bit.
What league are we in here?
It's been so long. I think they actually changed leagues. Back when I was coming up, we played teams like Talawanda and
Oxford, Talawanda, yeah.
Norwood.
Yeah, Cincinnati, Norwood.
Yeah, we played teams. Roger Bacon. We played those back. I'm not so sure they're in that league anymore.
Did you ever play Wilmington?
Yep. We played Wilmington.
Yeah, so that it was Ross. Was there a Ross team?
Yep.
Yeah. So that league, Wilmington, is not in that league any longer as well. But yeah, I can remember that was a few years back as far as that goes. But now, what year did you graduate?
2009.
2009. Okay, so that hasn't really been that long ago.
No, not too long ago.
No, I graduated in 1971.
Okay. Now, what high school?
No comment.
What high school did you go to, Rick?
I went to Beaver Creek.
Okay.
So I was on the east side of Dayton, and I live currently in Wilmington. And, of course, we also have our radio station, WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio, which is Fayette County, which is just outside Washington Courthouse. And at some point, we hope to get some of these games on the station. We have broadcast past games on the radio station as well. But that just adds to some of the confusion as far as in getting set up. Once we get things a little more organized, we'll probably bring in the equipment to also do our broadcasts over WZAA, because I know our radio audience out there, they enjoy these games. Yeah. And so hopefully tonight we'll have a good contest. One team 1-1, the other team 2-0.
Yeah.
We have seen both teams in action. Of course, the one loss that the Crusaders suffered was last week against a very, very good team in the Cincinnati Chiefs. And the Cincinnati Chiefs, along with three other teams, have come over this year to the BCFL. They were in the PAFL last year, and so we followed the Cincinnati Chiefs for many games in the PAFL. So we're very familiar with that team. But these two teams here, the Broncos, they came over from the PAFL this year, and we've featured them a few times on Campus Nation there in the PAFL. But the Crusaders, first time we saw them was last week, and really it was an interesting game. I would say that probably they were at that point a little outmatched with the Chiefs, but just about anybody that plays them. But the Crusaders had a very interesting out-of-conference win against a very strong Columbus Fire team. Columbus, they're literally national champions when it comes to semi-pro football year after year, and they just whooped up on them. So I would say tonight's game can be anybody's game from that standpoint. The Crusaders certainly, I think, have the talent and have the ability to run, yard by yard with the Broncos here. So I'm looking forward to this game tonight, and hopefully it'll be an interesting game. But what I want to let you know is, you don't have to worry. Be relaxed, and you know enough about football. You know the formations. You know whether they're in the shotgun. You know whether they're in the pistol. Just explain to our fans out there what the action is on the field, and we've got a great supporting cast here tonight with our interns, both in the switching department and on our cameras downstairs. So you got a good supporting cast tonight. Yeah,
I'm definitely excited about it. I'm also excited to see the Butler County Broncos offense. Stephen Cunningham, the quarterback, he's having a terrific season so far. I think you read his numbers off a little bit earlier. 265 passing yards so far, 6 touchdowns. Robin Givens, the running back for the Broncos, 125 yards rushing. So I'm interested to see if they can hand the ball off to to Givens, rather, and see if he can take some pressure off Cunningham, because when you can run the ball effectively, Rick, that really, takes the pressure off your quarterback.
Yeah. So what about the intro music? All right. Okay. All right. So anyway, I don't see. We've got 6 minutes until kickoff here, and if you're not familiar with this stadium, the stadium I believe is running east and west. Most football fields are north and south, but I think this stadium runs east and west. We've got in the press box a little bit of sun in our eyes, which is always hard when you're trying to read things or do things. But it is a great stadium. It's got a turf field. It's got a beautiful backdrop of trees, and it's sort of set in a little bowl. There's a baseball field back behind the football field. So the facilities here are really good facilities. They've got a great 8-lane all-weather track as well. We would invite everyone, if you have seen these games on our broadcast, come down and actually in person see these games. And it looks like the Zebras are moving the soccer apparatus, so we'll have a better clear view as far as on the camera down there. Yeah, that's good. So they're helping us out down there, moving the soccer goal out of the way. And I guess what we'll do is we'll take a break here real quick, and then we will be back after this word from McDonald's. No? Zoom. Okay, we'll hear from Zoom.
And way too much money for your game video? Zoom has all the tools you need to analyze and exchange game video like the pros. We've been working with officials for years now, and due to our successful growth, I'd like to announce our new video analysis program for elite level football coaches. Hi, I'm Andy with Zoom, and while other companies have been raising prices, we've been creating a better solution for less money. Our elite video analysis tools are priced far below our competition's, ranging from $500 to $600 per team, depending on the size of your league, all the way down to $400 for coaches-only access. But just because the price is low doesn't mean you lose all of the great features that you've come to expect. You can draw on the screen, tag, clip plays, add voiceovers, and you can even create training and quizzing modules, all while tracking who is and who is not watching. Remember, at Zoom, we don't prepare you for the competition, we make you the competition.
All right, we're back live right here from Northwest Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is Campus Nation, your internet sports authority. Tonight's game, it's the game of the week. It's the Butler County Broncos and the Marion County Crusaders. Marion County, of course, just outside Indianapolis, and Butler County, they're up in Butler County, obviously in the Middletown area. And I think that a great number of the Butler County players are actually either sheriff or police officers. There's a lot of law enforcement that play for this Butler County team. Right now, we've got the Marion County Crusaders. I would imagine those are their captains for tonight's game. They are at the 50-yard line, and they're waiting for Butler County to come out. And they will be telling us, obviously, who wins the coin toss, who will be kicking off, and who will be defending. And we're waiting now for that as far as the kickoff here. Trey, we were talking a little bit before about the fact that you actually played on this field.
Yes. And
do you know how long have they had turf on this field? Is that something that's been here since you played?
Yeah, they got turf right around, I want to say, 2007. When I first started, we didn't have turf here.
So you actually played on grass, when you first started here, then they put the turf down.
Yeah, they put the turf down.
Yeah, turf is not cheap.
No, it's not.
You're going to have to invest somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000, $300,000 to put turf down. But more and more stadiums are going to do this, and part of the reason they do that is purely financial. If you don't have a turf field, you can't host any kind of playoff games.
Right.
So a lot of what they do here, they do because obviously now is Northwest, do you know, as far as Ohio high school athletics, are they Division I, Division II?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I don't think they're Division I.
Well, typically, let's say it's a Division II team. Then what they'll do is they'll host games for Division III, Division IV.
Okay.
And Division I teams will usually end up in larger stadiums like Atrium Stadium in Mason,
okay,
or some of the bigger stadiums that hold a higher capacity.
Okay.
But once again, we're waiting for the Broncos to take the field as far as their captains so that we can get this game underway. Actually, kickoff is supposed to occur in about a minute. I don't think we're actually going to get the kickoff exactly at 1 minute, but
week 3. This is week 3 for us. It's a nice night out here, Rick. So
It really is. And, it's the temperature today, I think, got up to about 88 degrees, but it has cooled off, and we do have a nice breeze. And even for the guys that are down on the field with our cameras, they're not, it's not like it's, having a deadly heat wave there.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got the guys at midfield now. Teams are shaking hands. Captains are now going to choose heads or tails. I don't know who will actually. I imagine probably will be the Crusaders that get to call it.
yeah,
This is the Broncos' home field. There must be a little bit of wind because that sign just got blown around. Well, looks like the Broncos have won the toss. At least that's what it looks like as far as the zebra. He is... Sometimes they don't make it perfectly obvious to us. They may just be going over some rules. And most of the rules that we're abiding by tonight would be NFL.
yeah.
So as far as...
If we had a drone camera, that would be nice.
yeah, and that could be in our future. We can't use it... Okay, so they flipped the coin now. Butler County has won the toss. Okay, they are
Looks like they're
deferring.
Yeah.
So the Crusaders are going to receive the kick. All right, so the Crusaders are going to receive. They're going to defend what I would imagine will be the west goal, the west side of the stadium, and the Broncos will kick off from the east side of the stadium.
Broncos want to get the ball in the second half.
All right, we're going to play the national anthem. We will take a minute here. All right, we're just about ready to get underway with the kickoff here from Northwest High School, home of the Knights. Tonight's BCFL Game of the Week on Campus Nation. The Broncos are going to be kicking off to the Crusaders. We want to welcome our audience in, both on the Cincinnati side as well as the or Butler County side, as well as the Marion County or Indianapolis side. And any new people that have tuned in, we welcome you as well. And I'm going to turn it over to Trey. Trey, you can go ahead and describe the action and who's going to be receiving and the numbers and all that, and I'll try to help you out with any color that I can add here.
All right, we got the Marion County Crusaders waiting for the kickoff from the Butler County Broncos. So Marion County gets a shot to be able to put some points up on the board first here in this Week 3 matchup at Northwest High School. Let's see what Marion County can do offensively. I'm excited for this one. It's going to be a big-time matchup. Marion County coming into the game 1-1. Let's see if they can be able to put together a good performance offensively, put some points up because, Butler County, they really score a lot of points on the offense. And they did great last week, and they're 2-0 on the season. So let's see what Marion County can do with the ball first here.
All right, getting ready for the kickoff. There's the whistle.
Here we go.
Got to be a penalty.
Yeah, we got a penalty here. This looks like going to be
It'll be against the Broncos. They kicked it out of bounds. So
the Marion County should get great field position here,
good
Rick.
field position here as far as being able to start out. They should have them the 40-yard line?
Yeah, about the 40-yard line. So that'd be great field position for Marion County. Get their offense in a flow.
And it is 40-yard line.
And offensively, we're looking at a couple key players, Kendall Williams, Brandon Thomas. Let's see if they can get on track in the passing game. 1st and 10 here at the 40-yard line. And it's a carry up the middle. It's a fumble.
Fumble.
On the first play, looks like the Broncos is on it. And they'll take over about at the 49-yard line.
It's a tray right out of the chute. Marion County a little sloppy with that handoff, and the ball got away from the running back and into the hands of a Bronco. Who recovered that? Do we know? I didn't actually see a number. So we're at the 50-yard line with the Broncos 1st and 10.
Yep, Broncos get 1st and 10. So Stephen Cunningham and his offense, let's see if he can put some points up on the board for the Broncos. First and 10 from the 50-yard line.
So we're going to hit it fast.
Stephen Cunningham in shotgun. Handoff to Givens, and he gains about
a yard?
About a yard.
Marion County not giving much up. In fact, they're actually saying that
no gain?
Well, 1 yard.
One yard. Okay, we got 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
About on the 49-yard line. One of the key players I'm looking for tonight, Rick, is Duke Wright. He has 3 sacks on the season for the Crusaders. Let's see if he can apply some pressure on Cunningham.
And they're going to need to, because Cunningham is one good quarterback.
Yes, he is. Coming on handoff. Give
more good defense.
Great defense. Gained about 2 yards there, maybe a yard and a half. Crusaders defense was definitely winning the battle up front so far. You can see right now Butler County is trying to really install the running game to get their offense flowing in the right direction. But so far, the Crusaders are really playing great defense so far.
Yeah, I would say no gain. So it's a 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 coming up. This time Cunningham is in shotgun. Cunningham back to pass. Scrambles left. Short of the first down.
But I would say, as we've seen in many of these games, we're probably in 4-down territory, even though we're just into the Crusaders territory there. Yeah. Well, now we've got a 4th and looks to be what, 4 or 5?
About
5?
4th and 5.
4th and 5.
Yeah.
And it does look like the Broncos are going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going for it here on 4th down. this will be a big-time conversion for
This
the
will.
Broncos.
Yeah, this could be big.
Definitely. And here we go.
I would say it's probably going to be a pass.
Cunningham and shotgun again.
Quick kick.
Quick kick, yeah. And it is punted. Let's see. Oh,
Looks like he kills it right at the one line.
kills at
1
the
yard.
1 yard line. Wow. So this looks like the Crusaders going to have be starting from the 1 yard line. Or? It might have been a touchback, Rick. A touchback.
Well, it looks like they're bringing it back out to the 25-yard line. So indeed, that they must have designated it being a touchback.
A touchback, and so the Crusaders will take over at the 25-yard line on the first possession. Fumble on the first play. Let's see if they can get their offense in the right direction.
Yeah, hopefully they'll have better hands off here.
Back, hand off to the left.
Good defense.
Good defense.
Looks like they might have picked up 3.
That was ton steal, about 3 yards on the play.
So what do we have,
For the
a official
Crusaders.
turnout or timeout? All right, so there's an official timeout. I think he wants to talk with the clock keeper.
All right, let's hear a word from our sponsors at McDonald's.
All right.
Smuggled in a Big Mac. Oh, you're dangerous. But not as dangerous as my Big Mac. My Big Mac smuggled in bacon. What? Big Mac's got bacon. It's not a Big Mac. It's not. It's not. Well, I believe it is. Well, I believe it isn't. Bacon.
Hey, is that a Big Mac?
Yes.
Is a Big Mac with bacon still a Big Mac?
Visiting the Butler County Broncos. Marion County right now is on the 25-yard line. First possession of the game. They fumbled on the first play. So we're here at 2nd and 7. Oh, 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8. I'm sorry, second. Ball on the 28. Let's see if the Crusaders offense can get it going.
So we're still waiting for a time situation. I think a timing situation is what we're...
So, flag on the play. Of course, we got the Crusaders saying it's on the Broncos, and we got the Broncos saying it's on the Crusaders.
You always point to the other team.
Always.
Yeah, so I think as far as the clock, they must be keeping it on the field because we don't have an actual clock keeper up in the score box now.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it looks like that flag was on the Crusaders. And so now we have a 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. Handoff to Kendall Williams. We'll go 3rd down here. Ball on the 27-yard line for the Crusaders. 3rd and 9 coming up. It'd be nice if the Crusaders can get it going offensively and pick up a 1st down here.
Yeah, right now both teams have struggled a little.
Yeah, they're struggling offensively so far. The defense, 2 defenses have definitely played well. Here goes.
It'll be a pass.
The pass. Tyler in the scramble to his right. Throws. Pass
Wide
is
open.
completed. A 1st down catch.
And here's a quick replay of that.
That was a great rollout right by Tyler. 1st down for the Crusaders. And now their offense is moving in the right direction. Now they're on the other side of the 50 in Broncos territory. Shotgun handoff.
Good pickup.
Goes pick up about 6 yards there.
And they're moving quickly, and we've seen this against the Chiefs. They're running a quick offense here.
Yeah, up-tempo offense.
But it's going to result in a timeout. So the timeout on the Broncos' part.
Timeout for the Broncos. And you see Rick for I'm looking right now for the Crusaders. It's very important for Sean Tyler, the quarterback, for them to get this offense flowing in the right direction. I see they want to play up-tempo style offense and get the Broncos on their heels. Here in the first quarter. Crusaders on the move. Ball at about the 30, we'll say 34-yard line.
I want to remind everybody, our sponsor, the No Fly Zone Sportswear Company, helping these teams get their sports apparel.
Looks like we got a penalty movement.
Encroachment on the Broncos, it looks like. But once again, they're pointing to the Crusaders, saying somebody pulled them off. But it looks like it's going against the Marion County Crusaders.
Yep.
So it'll set them back another 5 yards. They're going to have, what, a second and 8?
Second and 8 from the...
looks like 39-yard line.
39-yard line. This is the second penalty on the Crusaders on the drive. Tyler was directing the offense. We see motion to the right, hand out to the left. And we picked in, heading off to Kendall Williams. Here comes third down. Big third down here for the Crusaders coming up. This will be a big stop for the Broncos defense if they can get a stop here, Rick. Definitely help their offense out. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Yeah, once again, we are in 4-down territory anytime we cross the 50, unless they quick kick punt like they did, like the Broncos did.
Yeah.
But that's usually unusual. Usually they're going to go for it.
And we go back in shotgun. Motion to the right. Pass is complete.
Nice pass.
For the first down for the Crusaders. Great pass by Tyler to
little crossing route.
Brandon Thomas on the receiving end.
Once again, they're setting up quickly. They want to catch the Broncos off.
Crusaders. Here's Tyler. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown. Crusaders. Kendall Williams on the receiving end. What a nice throw by Tyler on the pitch and catch to Kendall Williams. Crusaders strike first here in this week 3 third battle.
So it'll be interesting to see whether they're going for 1 or they're going to attempt 2. I don't recall whether the Crusaders actually have a extra point kicker or not. Typically, we see them going for 2 most of the time, most of these teams.
Looks like they're lining up to go for a kicker here on this one.
That's what it looks like. The formation looks like that they've got someone that's going to be kicking this. And that's, what is it, 30? Is that a 30, 31?
Yeah, 31. Lining up for the extra point. Come on the snap. Oh, it's blocked. It is blocked by the
That's a live
Broncos
ball.
live ball. Let's see if the Broncos can get on top of it and it goes out of bounds. So the Crusaders come up empty on the extra point try.
And that is why usually you'll see them go for 2.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Much easier to be able to execute the offense. But right now we got the Crusaders 6, Broncos 0. And that was a great drive by the Crusaders and a great drive by Tyler, Sean Tyler, the quarterback for the Crusaders.
Capped it off with a pass to Williams in the end zone for 6. And right now, as it stands, we've got the Marion County Crusaders up 6-0 over the Butler County Broncos. So it'll only play out here. The Broncos hopefully will come back here and put some points on the board. We'll have a game.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out. I know they're keeping time on the field, and so at this point, I think that it just confuses the officials when the clock isn't kept properly, and so they just keep it, and they always keep it on the field anyway. So we got a kickoff here by the Crusaders.
Broncos will be receiving. Kickoff. We should have a return here.
Number 29.
Right. 29. Derek Hudson on the return.
Still on his feet and now finally taken down. What, about the 33-yard line?
33-yard line. Decent field position.
Yeah, where they'll start out first and 10.
Let's see if quarterback Stephen Cunningham can get this Broncos offense flowing in the right direction, put some points up on the board.
Yes, 33. Got to turn it on. All right, let's see if the Broncos can answer.
Let's see if the Broncos can answer here. Cunningham with shotgun to start off the drive.
Oh, we got offside.
We got an offside. Looks like that's going to be on the Crusaders, Rick, on that play.
So they encroached.
Encroachment by the Crusaders. That'll be 5 added on. So we'll be at the 38-yard line. 1st and 5 for the Broncos. Here's Cunningham back to pass, handoff. It's a short gain. That Crusaders front has really showed up to play.
Yeah, I don't think they were fooled at all.
Not at all.
Actually a loss of fuel.
Yeah, it looks like a loss.
2.
That was a handoff to Robert Givens. This Butler County offense in week 1, they put up 12 against the King Comets. And then in week 2, they put up 42 points against the Cincinnati Dukes. So they're capable of scoring a lot of points. So let's see if Cunningham can get them moving up the field. And we got Givens in motion to the left. Cunningham in shotgun. Empty set. Cunningham drop back to pass. Quick. Incomplete pass. Looks like that pass was intended for...
Got to turn sideways there before we can see him.
Sindel Kosak. Kosak, that pass was intended for Kosak. Pass was incomplete, and we got 3rd down and about 6 yards for the Broncos. Ball on the 36-yard line. Cunningham looks like he's in shotgun again. Let's see what Cunningham can do. Cunningham drops back to pass. Pressure applied by the Crusaders. Cunningham rolls out to his right and flings the ball to his right. Incomplete pass. Those out of bounds. So here's 4th down.
And I would imagine we will see a punt here, no question.
Yeah, definitely a punt here coming up for the Broncos. And depending on how to punt, Crusaders should get great field position, Rick.
Well, as I said, even though the Crusaders were beaten last week by the Cincinnati Chiefs, Chiefs probably one of the upper echelon teams in this league, and so last week's score, you can sort of throw that out. The Crusaders, they have every ability to play toe-to-toe with these Broncos.
And Kendall Williams back to receive the punt for the Crusaders, trying to give them some good field position. Scored on the first possession, or second possession rather. I'm sorry, second possession of the game. Fumble snap. Broncos trying to pick up the first down. They are short.
Did not. And
turnover on downs.
I honestly don't know whether that was just a mistake, and so he picked it up to run with it, or whether he actually that was a plan, because it almost looked like that was a planned execution there rather than. Yes, it bounced back to him and hit the ground before he fielded it, but there was no one around him when he first fielded it, to make the tackle. So certainly the Crusaders are in the driver's seat, so to speak, now.
Yeah, quarterback for the Crusaders, Tyler, is going to have some great field position. Crusaders take over at about the 39-yard line, and they're already in Broncos territory. Tyler hands off to the left. Kendall Williams.
Number 1, Kendall Williams of the Crusaders with the carry. Second down, Crusaders.
And we'll go to second down. Pickup of about, let's say, it was a short gain.
Looks like 3.
About 3 yards. So we'll go 2nd and 7.
Once again, Crusaders going to snap as quickly as possible.
Crusaders up to the line, shotgun. Here's Tyler throwing deep to the end zone. That pass is incomplete. Great coverage for the Broncos. Pass intended for Coleman. You see Tyler taking a shot at the end zone, going for the home run. And we'll go 3rd down. That's a big stop for this Broncos defense here coming up, Rick.
Yeah, they don't want to get down 2 scores.
No, they don't want to get down 2 scores, especially the way the Crusaders offense is playing so far this evening. It's important for the Broncos to get a stop here defensively. And we'll see what Tyler and the Crusaders offense do on 3rd down. They're in shotgun.
Once again, an obvious passing down. Let's see if they do.
Touch steal, running back for the Crusaders in the backfield. Tyler back to pass, scrambling, runs to the right, and he is short of the 1st down. Big time stop by that Broncos defense. But we'll see if more than likely they'll go for it on 4th down here.
I would say so. I mean, they're on the 35-yard line, and they are lining up very quickly. So once again, up tempo here.
Tyler in the shotgun again. And Trace touch steals in the backfield. Tyler drops back to pass. Throws. Pass is complete to
that's 1st down.
Brandon Thomas. 1st down catch for Thomas. His 2nd reception of the game. And the Crusaders are on the move here again, Rick. Broncos doing some substitution. You wonder, as the Crusaders continue to move the football down the field.
They're trying to stop them from being able to substitute.
Yeah.
And we've got a timeout by the Broncos for that very reason. They're trying to substitute, but the Crusaders are moving quickly. So we're going to take a break here. We'll be back. You're watching Campus Nation.
Fries for 316, please. Thank you.
David, what's going on?
Oh, hey.
That's it?
Yeah. Everybody, 2 seconds. Dear Sebastian, after careful consideration of your application, it is with great pleasure that we offer our congratulations on your acceptance.
Through the Tuition Assistance Program, every day, McDonald's helps more people go to college. It's part of our commitment to being America's best first job.
All right, we are back live at Northwest High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. Campus Nation, the Internet Sports Authority, bringing you tonight's BCFL Game of the Week. The Marion County Crusaders on the march against your Butler County Broncos, the home team. Trey, we've seen an up-tempo Marion County Crusaders. We saw that last week on Campus Nation. They're trying to throw Butler County off by keeping this a quick-moving game.
Yeah, we got Tyler in the shotgun again. Handoff. Looks like the handoff is to Trey Touchsteel with the carry.
Typically, when you go up-tempo like that, you make it very difficult for the other team to substitute, to put in people, and that's because you're setting so quickly.
Yep, and that's what the Crusaders
And it's been effective because Butler County has called 2 timeouts for that very reason.
And we got Tyler in the shotgun again. Touchsteel to his left. Tyler back to pass. goes up the middle. Big time run by Tyler. First down, Crusaders, and they're on the march here again. We got a flag on the play, some extracurricular going on. Between Brandon Thomas, one of the Bronco defenders. But that was a big time pickup for a first down by Tyler on that quarterback scramble. Brick. So Crusaders on the move here again, and they're now within striking distance of going up 2 scores in this Week 3 matchup.
Yeah, the Crusaders have completely thrown off the Broncos with this up tempo, and it shows.
Yeah, looks like they got the Broncos on their heels here in this first quarter.
Yeah, we've got looks like a 2nd and 5, 2nd and goal, 5 yards to the goal, and once again the penalty on the Broncos. So that's going to move the sticks even further. So they've got it half distance to the goal line. So we're at what, about the 2.5 yard line?
Yep, about the 2.5 yard line. So
first down.
First down. We got Tyler in the shotgun here again. To his left is Tud Steele. And see if they can punch it in, go up 2 scores in this Week 3 matchup. We got Troy Summers in motion. Handoff. Stopped.
Oof.
Broncos defense comes up with a nice stop on 1st and goal. And we'll go 2nd and goal about the...
Yeah, they actually lost, it looks like a half yard maybe.
Yeah. About on the 4 yard line. 2nd and goal. Yeah, in Week 1, Crusaders put up 12 points. Last week, the Crusaders had 19 points against the Hornets in a win. And we got Tyler under center for the first time this evening. Handoff is up the middle.
Very close.
Touchdown, Crusaders. And they're now up 12-0. It was a touchdown run carried by Tunstall. I'm sorry. And looks like the Crusaders line to go for 2. Crusaders definitely out to a nice start here this evening, and it seems like the Broncos are going to get with the pace, Rick, because if they don't, they're going to get blown off the field here.
Yeah, the pace has definitely been a little faster than what they probably, and I'm sure that if they took a look at last week's game, they'd see that the Crusaders used this same type of offense, this quick. So we're going for 2 points.
Tyler back to pass. It is a catch by Kendall Williams in the back of the end zone. Conversion is good, and now the Crusaders are up 14-0 over the Butler County Broncos here at Northwest High School in the first quarter. So the Crusaders off to a great start. One touchdown pass so far thrown by Sean Tyler. Kendall Williams has a touchdown reception in the game, also a 2-point conversion reception in the game as well. And Trey Tunstall just got a touchdown carry for the Crusaders as they lead 14-0 here at Northwest High School. Broncos offense needs to get it going real quick if they want to stay in this game, Rick.
Now a quick word from our sponsors.
McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu.
Can I have they never feed you at those things meal, please? I'm starving. Please be candy. Please be candy. Earrings. Darn it.
So you said 5 cheeseburgers and 5 McChicken for $1 each?
Yes, exactly. Thanks. I'm back. Okay, what did I miss?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, figures.
Thanks. Build whatever meal you want with favorites on McDonald's new.
Here's a kickoff, a short kick to the Broncos. Up by pick up by Colby Wilson. And the Broncos are going to get some good field position here. Hopefully they can get their offense headed in the right direction to get this game closer. So this is a big-time possession for the Broncos here to put up some kind of points and keep pace with the Crusaders' high-powered offense so far this evening.
I think the Broncos, at this point, they're going to have to figure it out and get some points on the board. They cannot afford to turn this ball back over to the Crusaders without scoring. It's going to be a long night if they can't.
And Will, when we talk about that offense, for Butler County, had 42 points last week against the Cincinnati Duke, so they are capable of being able to score some points. Let's see what Cunningham does here. He's in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws. Pass is complete to
3 yards, it looks
about
like.
3-yard gain. Lamont Taborn on the reception.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 7.
About 2nd down and 7 for the Broncos. Nice pitch and catch from Cunningham to Taborn. 2nd and 7 for the Broncos. Ball on the 48-yard line. We're in shotgunning with Cunningham. Again. Cunningham. Handoff. It's the
nice run.
Nice run by Ricky Cardwell on the carry.
So it looks like Cardwell picks up maybe 2 more yards.
Picks up about 2 more yards.
Well, going to be a 3rd and, 4?
Third about
3rd,
4.
3rd and 5. All right, so a 3rd and 4. Waiting for them to actually move the chains. And we got a penalty
We got a
on the
marker
Broncos.
on the field.
Yeah, so that's going to be a penalty, probably a major penalty, 15 yards.
15 yards. Looks like it might have was holding.
Chop block.
Chop block. Okay, chop block on the Broncos. So that's going to definitely move them back, and that is not a good penalty for the Broncos.
So that puts them back, and so now they have a 2nd and
2nd down.
and forever.
Yeah. Cunningham in shotgun again. I'm assuming this will be a pass. Cunningham back to pass. He scrambles to his left. Makes a move. Oh, nice run by Cunningham to the left. Get them in a
good pickup.
Yeah, good pickup. Put them in a better situation for 3rd down here.
Yeah, it looks like he's got about a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4.
3rd and 5.
All right, so 3rd and 4. Third down.
3rd down here for the Broncos.
So they've got a 3rd and 4. Nice pickup there, and puts them back in the driver's seat as far as being able to.
3rd and 13 here for the Broncos.
Yeah, that's right. 3rd and 4 to the original line of scrimmage, so it's actually the 3rd and 13.
Yeah, still a tough conversion here, but it's a little bit more manageable than it was after the penalty flag for the Broncos, Rick. So we have Cunningham in shotgun. Handoff.
Fairly conservative play there under the circumstances.
Yeah, very conservative play. That was a handoff.
So now it will be a 4th and about 8, it looks like.
4th and about 8 for the Broncos. Big time 4th down here.
This will be big. Yeah, this is big.
If you're the Broncos here, Rick, you got to get a conversion here to be able to stay in this football game.
Yeah, they can't afford the way that Marion County has sort of come back here in the last couple of possessions. They cannot afford to go down any more than the 2 scores they are, and or they certainly need to get this ball a little further down the field if they have to turn it back to them.
Dominic Williams in motion to the right. Cunningham drops back to pass. He's doing deep. Nick pass is, it is incomplete. Nearly caught, and that would have been a big time play for that Broncos offense. There's a flag on the field. Looks like we have maybe roughing the passer.
Now that'll result in a 1st down if it's roughing the passer. got to sort this out, I guess. So right now, okay, so they're offsetting penalties. Both teams were charged with an unsportsmanlike.
Wow.
So that'll be a replay of fourth down. It should be.
Yeah, it should be a fourth down replay. Should be for the Broncos. Should be a.
Why would they give it it's not a first down. It's still fourth, right?
Yeah, it's still fourth down. It should be fourth down for the Broncos.
No, they're indicating a first down going the opposite direction for the Crusaders. So the only thing I can say is that, yeah, 1st and 10 for the Crusaders.
Yeah.
So Marion County has a 1st and 10. Marion County going the opposite direction now. Once again, let's see if they do that hurry it up offense.
Tyler under shotgun. I mean, I'm sorry, not shotgun. He's on the center this time. Pitch to the right to touch still. And it looks like he maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, he certainly didn't pick any yardage up.
He did not.
So kind of confusing on that last play. We had a fourth down. I thought that they had offsetting penalties on both teams but it must have been against the Broncos, the only thing I can figure, and then Marion County took it over.
Yeah, it had to be against the Broncos. If it was offsetting penalties in that situation, it would be a replay.
It would have been a replay,
down.
Right, yeah. So now we've got a 2nd and 11. There was a loss of 1 yard.
2nd and 11 for the Tyler, quarterback for the Crusaders in that offense. So far, 14-0 here. Crusaders 14, Broncos 0. Tyler hands off. Picks up about 3 yards on the carry.
So they've been running the last 2 plays, looks like out of the I formation. They've got a halfback and a fullback in the backfield.
Yeah. I don't think the Crusaders should get very conservative here. I think they should still keep their foot on the gas pedal here.
Well, you know, if it's been working and this hurry-up offense continues to work, they are huddling now.
Yeah. I think it's important for Crusaders to keep this up-tempo offense because that's had the Broncos defense.
Yeah, it's got them back on their heels, that's for sure.
Yes. Tyler in shotgun this time.
Got backs on either side of him.
About the 48-yard line. Tyler back to pass, throws it up. Ball's up in the air. It's an interception. Intercepted by Austin Howe, and he's running it back. Penalty flag on the play.
But he's still running. He is.
He's still running the ball. He is clipped up down at the about 37-yard line. And that was a turnover that the Broncos needed to flip this game around, Rick.
So let's see what the flag is. I haven't seen any indication yet.
It certainly was after the interception, so the Broncos still should get the football.
I think that the Broncos have the football no matter what. Now, where the ball is actually going to be spotted, I'm not sure.
Pressure got to Tyler on that play, and it looks like he didn't really put any kind of air on that ball, on that throw, so that was the issue with that.
So this is a spot foul. They're going back to where the foul actually occurred. They're going to run it against the Broncos, but it still should be the Broncos' ball because I think this occurred after the
interception. It sure was after the interception. So the Broncos will get the football here. They definitely needed the turnover. Had the turnover that they needed. Nice interception by Howe for the Broncos. And now let's see if Stephen Cunningham can get this offense rolling. They can put some points up on the board. Cunningham's in shotgun. Back to pass. Pass is dropped by Dominic Williams. Went right through his hands, Rick.
Yep, Williams was doing a cross and just could not hold the ball.
And see, those are very, very, when the first down, I always say is a very key play on any drive, Rick, because that's a drive starter. You want to get your offense going in the right direction, pick up some yards, and get into a rhythm offensively. And we have a timeout on the field.
Is it a timeout or is it the end of the first quarter? Yeah, it's the end of the first quarter. All right, so you're listening to CampusNation.com, your internet sports authority, live from Northwest High School, the Northwest Knights in Cincinnati, Ohio. We'll be back after a break.
Is a bag. But for Steve, this bag gives him food cred. Because now everyone knows that when they have that craving, or they're just looking for the perfect deal, well, they just need to follow Steve.
Enjoy your favorites from McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu, like any size soft drink for $1 and a 6-piece chicken McNuggets for $2.
Want me to come in? I can come in. Welcome back here. We're starting the second quarter. The Marion County Crusaders are up 14-0 over the Butler County Broncos. Butler County just got a key turnover. Interception by Austin Howe. And now, let's see if the Broncos can put together a drive to get closer in this Week 3 matchup. We got Cunningham in shotgun. And Ricky Cartwell looks like he's in the backfield to Cunningham's left. Cunningham set to go. Fake pass. Thrown deep. And that pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the play. That pass was intended for Sidney Kosak. Let's see. Let's check out the marker here. Looks like the penalty flag is on Marion County. And now they move the ball till about the 48-yard line. We'll say 48. Or I'm sorry, not the 42-yard line. 42-yard line. Cunningham's in shotgun.
Oh, got motion.
Got movement up front. That looks like that flag is going to be on the Butler County Broncos. And their offense is moving in the wrong direction after they just got a flag by the Crusaders, and now the Broncos offense is moving.
Give it back.
And now we're going to be on the 37-yard line. It should be 1st and 15 for the Broncos. Penalty flags just kill your offensive flow, Rick.
Yeah, you don't want to rack up that kind of penalties.
Cunningham is in shotgun again. Pass is complete to Kosak.
What a hit.
And that was, I'm sorry, that was Lamar Taborn, not Kosak. Taborn on that reception. It was second down here. So it'll be 2nd and 13. 2nd and 12. We'll go 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
So once again, right now we've got a 14-0 score. The Marion County Crusaders leading the Butler County Broncos, but the Broncos are on the move.
Broncos are on the move. We got Ricky Cardwell in the backfield to Cunningham's right. Cunningham's in shotgun. Back to pass. Cunningham in the pocket. Scrambles to his right. Throws a deep pass. It is nice defense, and it's deflected away. Incomplete pass. That was great defense there.
Yeah,
by
he actually
Trayvon Cordova.
he had two on him, didn't he? Was he double covered?
Yeah, it looks like he was double covered. That was great defense there. Pass was deflected by Jay Cross, defensive back for the Crusaders. So Cunningham taking a risk there, throwing in double coverage there, Rick.
Yeah, and I guess the way they looked at it, okay, so if they intercepted, then it would be so far downfield that it would be a situation where it will almost be equal to a good punt.
Yeah. So Cunningham in shotgun here again. Let's see if the Broncos can pick up a key first down. Cunningham back to pass. Scramble to his left. Throws it deep. Wow. Pass is deflected and incomplete. Jay Cross on the coverage again. And now the Broncos are forced to punt. I'm pretty sure they have a punt coming on here.
Yeah, I don't see them trying anything. So we got a 4th and 11.
Yeah, after the Broncos put up 42 points against the Dukes last week, Cincinnati Dukes last week in week 2, their offense has been out of sync here in this first half, Rick.
Yeah, I think that part of it's been just Marion County's offense. Their quick rhythm offense threw them off, and of course they've scored 2 touchdowns. So now you're sort of feeling the pressure of being down 2 scores, and so sometimes it takes you out of your game plan.
Yeah, we got Kendall Williams back, the returner for the Crusaders. Kick should be returnable here. Off. There's a fumble. Kendall Williams, he recovered.
Well, at least he falls on it. That's good.
Falls on it at about, looks like about the 8 or 9 yard line.
Yeah, so they're going to be in a hole, so to speak.
Yeah. And it looks like this might be the worst field position that the Crusaders have started off all game long, Rick.
Yeah, a lot of things can happen when you're this far in a hole, so to speak. So we'll see if the Broncos can put some pressure on them and maybe get turnover.
Recap last week in the week 2 matchup against the Dayton Hornets. The Crusaders won 19-6. Up 13-6 in the first quarter. And they played very well in that week 2 matchup.
Do they have week 3 there?
A handoff for the Crusaders. And a nice run, about 3 yards there, looks like, for touch steal. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Crusaders. Ball on the 11-yard line. It's important for the Broncos defense to get a stop here. Ball on the 12-yard line, correction. Oh, Tyler back to pass. That pass was almost intercepted, but it was complete to Thomas.
Looks like it went through the hands of a Bronco and then was complete. So we get a 1st and 10.
And that's one of those gambles that sometimes defensive backs take, Rick. They try to go interception, and if you don't get an interception, then there's a 1st down the other way.
Oh, or possibly even a touchdown.
There you go. So Tyler's in shotgun here again. Trey Tudstill is to his left in motion. Tyler back to pass. And he is going down into the sack for the Broncos defense. They finally get some pressure on Tyler, and what'll be a 3rd down coming up, or second down coming up for the Crusaders.
Man, it looks like at least 19, 20 yards.
About second, we'll call it 2nd and 19. And that was the first sack of the evening for that Broncos defense. And it couldn't have came at a better time for the Broncos.
And what would be good for them to do is to have another good play, maybe put some additional pressure, make Marion County punt from deep in their territory.
And Tyler's in shotgun here. And out motion right is Tudstill. Tyler, screen pass set up for Kendall Williams. And it looks like the Broncos sniffed it out well, Rick.
Yeah, didn't get really a lot of yardage. Maybe picked up, 2-3 yards?
Maybe 2-3 yards there. So we got 3rd down here coming up. 3rd and 15 for the Crusaders.
3rd and 14 or 15. Anyway.
Tyler is in the shotgun. Tudstill is to his right. And we got Troy Summers to his right. Tyler back to pass. Pass is complete. Again.
1st down.
Brandon Thomas on the receiving end for a 1st down catch.
Nice pickup.
For the Crusaders. Nice pickup. 1st down Crusaders. And they're on the move here again here in the 2nd quarter. And the more first downs that the Crusaders keep picking up, the Broncos defense is going to continue to get tired, and you start wearing out those defensive linemen, and they can't rush the quarterback and rush the passer, and we'll see what the Crusaders do here. First down at about the, we'll say 38 and a half yard line. 38. Tyler in shotgun again. Handoff, touch steal, short pickup.
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 8. In this game, we already seen Kendall Williams make his imprint. He had a touchdown reception earlier, 2-point conversion reception for the Crusaders, one of their key players on offense. And we got Troy Summers out to his right. Tyler in shotgun. Tyler back to pass. Great. Going deep. And the pass is incomplete.
Had a good idea, just couldn't hit his. Had overthrown his receiver.
Yeah, looks like he overthrown his receiver. And there go Tyler going for the home run shot down the field. Great coverage by the Broncos there. And let's see if the Broncos can come up with a defensive stop. 6 minutes here left in the second quarter. Crusaders 14, Broncos 0. And we got Tyler here. Looks like he's in shotgun again. Touch steal to his right. Summers to his right. And Tyler, bad snap. Tyler picks up the snap, scrambles to his right. And this was a busted play from the beginning. Broncos get a stop defensively, and we're going to go to, it should be 4th down here. And that was a big-time stop by that Broncos defense. And now they'll get the ball for Stephen Cunningham and that Broncos offense and see if they can put some points up and get into a rhythm. Because it seems like the Broncos haven't gotten to any kind of rhythm offensively so far this evening.
No, not really.
The Crusaders line up to punt. Dominic Williams back to receive the punt for the Broncos. There's the punt. Decent punt here. And it looks like they're going to let it roll all the way until about the 24-yard line.
That's where the Broncos are going to take over.
Broncos are going to take over at the 24-yard line, looking to put some points up on the board. Let's see if Stephen Cunningham and this offense can get it going in the right direction, Rick, because they've struggled so far.
The defense did their part, and they've stopped the Crusaders. So now let's see if Butler County, their offense, can put some points on the board. And, of course, you're listening to CampusNation.com, your Internet Sports Authority, coming to you live from Northwest High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. A shout out to all our listeners out there. Remember, just after the game, you can watch this in its entirety. It'll be available on the Campus Nation website.
And we got Cunningham in the shotgun, in motion. Motion is Kosak. And there's a throw out to his right and a pickup of about
maybe a yard.
Yeah. Didn't fool the Crusaders defense.
No, they weren't fooled at all. After this game, we want to remind everybody that Sydney Alexis and yours truly, Rick Phillips, will take a trip down to WLW, the big one, 700. We'll be riding the wave with Dave on the American Truckers Network from midnight until 5. We usually hang out there for an hour or two. We don't stay till 5 o'clock after a busy work schedule that we've got. But anyway, we invite you to call in. It is a call-in show. Talk to us about football, about politics, whatever you want to talk to. That's tonight at midnight on WLW 700, the big one.
We got Cunningham in shotgun. Williams to his right. He goes in motion. Cunningham back to pass. Throws over the middle, and that pass is incomplete. Pass was intended for David Cunningham. Big third down coming up for the Broncos. Seems like the Crusaders defense continues to get the Broncos in these third and long situations. Dominic Williams to Cunningham's left. Cunningham is in shotgun. Cunningham's drop back to pass. Throws, slant.
Whoa.
Nice hit.
Kind of a high pass, had him up in the air, but
Cross.
he did hang on to it.
Yeah, he did. Jay Cross on the stop. Jay Cross has had a nice evening, I would say, Rick. He's been on a couple pass deflections on defense for the Crusaders.
Going to bring up a 4th and 4. And, of course, they're deep in Broncos territory, so they're going to be punting. I don't think they're going to try anything fancy here. I think they just want to get this ball back on the other end of the field.
Yeah, it would be smart to at least punt this football as deep as you can. Kendall Williams back to return for the Crusaders. And
counting to make sure all the Broncos are on the field. I want to make sure they've got, we got a flag.
Flag on the play.
So the Broncos had 12 players on the field. And number 44 was trying to get off the field, but time ran out, and so the Crusaders get an easy 5-yard penalty. So the Broncos will be punting deeper in their territory.
Kind of a sloppy first half for the Broncos.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The thing is that these penalties are a killer.
Back to punt. Punt to Kendall Williams. Got a return coming. Kendall goes to his left. Picks up a couple blocks. We might have a big return here. Kendall off to the races to the right. Looks like he's going to head for the end zone.
Oh, he dropped it.
Lost the football.
But it was out of bounds?
But it was out of bounds.
So it's a touchback, it looks like, because it went into the end zone? No, they're going to mark it at the 3-yard line.
Mark it at the 3-yard line. Big time return by Kendall Williams. And the Crusaders are in business.
Yeah, so right now, I think they're discussing.
This is iffy right here, Rick. This is a tough call right here. And that.
Did we do a replay of that?
Zebras, they got a tough job because this was a tough one here.
And obviously, they don't have instant replay. We do. So they can't see whether the ball went into the end zone, whether he was in the end zone or what. But right now, as it stands, it looks like it's on the 3-yard line and will still be Marion County's ball. We've got coaches on the field. They're trying to sort of plead their case.
What a big-time return by Williams, but it will be all for nothing if it's a touchback here.
So what did it look like on our replay? Did it look like it went into the end zone? So it looks like that this is a good call, that it should be on the 3-yard line.
3-yard line. That was a big-time return by Williams.
And as we said, we have the benefit of instant replay. Our fans have the benefit of instant replay. The officials do not have the benefit of the instant replay.
And so that makes it tough. So whatever call is on the field, that mean they normally stay with that call, Rick, normally?
Normally, yeah. Unless there's something compelling that would overturn it. And obviously if they had our instant replay, they would it would still be on the 3-yard line.
And so here the Crusaders here on the 3-yard line, trying to go up 3 scores in this Week 3 matchup here at Northwest High School. 2:08 left here in the first half.
So it's now 1st down and 3 yards to go, 1st and goal.
Tyler's under center.
Just going to try to punch it in.
Handoff to left to Touchstill. Going to his left.
He looks like he wanted to throw it almost.
And he is
Good defense.
Good defense by the Broncos. It'll be second and goal for the Crusaders. Broncos slipped that one out from the start.
So we have basically a 3-yard loss. It's 2nd and 6 for the Crusaders. Good play by the Broncos.
Yeah, and important for the Broncos to try to get a stop here.
Yeah, we've been saying that most of the first half of this game. So the Broncos, what we're basically saying is they don't need to go down by 3 scores.
No, you don't want to go down 3 scores, especially the way this Crusaders offense is playing so far this evening.
Yeah, the offense and the defense for the Crusaders, it seems like they're hitting on all cylinders. So this is going to be a big play here with a second and actually a series that's left here for the Crusaders. Broncos need to stop desperately.
Desperately, for sure. Perfect word there, Rick. Looks like Tyler's under center. Touch steal is they are in the I formation.
Pass.
Oh, pass fake. Tyler rose to his right, and that is a touchdown pass. Touchdown pass to Austin Gill.
Looked like he sort of bootlegged, and he had the ball tucked away and hidden. And as we thought, since they couldn't run it in, they decided they would pass, and so we have a touchdown. So now down 3 scores.
Looks like
So they've got it set, so it looks like they're going to go for 2.
Lamont Osborne on the reception there. Correction.
So your score right now, 20-0. The Marion County Crusaders over the Butler County Broncos. Going for 2.
Tyler in the shotgun. Tyler, handoff. Up the middle, the touch steal. Got it. 2-point conversion is good. And it's all Crusaders here in the first half, Rick.
Yep, they're hitting on all cylinders. 22-0. And from what we've heard, these Crusaders, even though obviously they're coming from Indianapolis, anytime they come to play any of these Ohio teams, they travel well, and they usually are successful in scoring and winning games. Well, they weren't quite successful against the Chiefs last week, but they certainly are bouncing back tonight against the Broncos.
They certainly are. And it seems like right now the Crusaders are playing with much more intensity than the Broncos are right now so far in this first half. Still got a lot of football left to be played.
Yeah, got a second half of football, and what's left of this first half, about 1:53.
Yeah, it'll be key for Cunningham, that Broncos offense. They get going in the right direction, gets us some rhythm.
Yeah, the big thing, and we see this happen a lot, hopefully these Broncos will not make any key mistake that would turn the ball back over to the Crusaders. With 1:53 remaining, they want to protect the ball as much as possible and not do anything that would give the Crusaders any opportunity for any fourth score.
And Broncos are set to receive the kickoff. It looks like we're going to have a return here. Nice run back.
Good run back.
Good run back for the Broncos.
Up to the 45-yard line, looks like.
45-yard line for the Broncos. Number 22, Marcus Martin on the return. Broncos getting some good field position.
Yeah, one of the better starts they've got as far as field position. So once again, we've got 1:45, more than enough time to score. The big thing is that they need to make sure that they protect the ball. They don't make any mistakes. They don't turn the ball over. They don't rack up any penalties. They get this ball down the field, and hopefully they can punch it in for a score and be back to 2 down.
Yeah, and right now it's going to be key if they can get some stuff. And handoff that goes nowhere. Looks like
big loss.
Big loss on the play. And it seems like the Broncos are playing conservative. I mean, you're down 3 scores. You would think they would be trying to put the ball in the air at this moment, Rick.
Yep, we got a timeout, so we're going to take a break here. This is Campus Nation, your Internet Sports Authority. We'll be right back.
Right on, bud. Have a good one. Bye.
I'm so sorry. There was a lot of traffic.
Should be 1st and 10 for the Broncos.
All right, we're back live. There was a penalty, apparently a dead ball foul that occurred after that play, and we went to break, and that was a 15-yard penalty. So Butler County actually in Marion.
And we have another flag.
Yeah, once again, a false start.
False start on the Broncos. And this happened in the last drive, Rick. They got Crusaders.
Yeah, they shoot themselves in the foot. So we got a 1st and 15 after that 15 penalty was assessed during the timeout, during the break.
We got Cunningham in shotgun. Empty set. Cunningham back to pass. Scrambles to his right. Some pressure applied by the Crusaders. Cunningham makes a move to his left, and he's out of bounds. Looks like at about 38-yard line.
Yeah, I'd say 30.
38-yard line. We'll go 39.
39-yard line.
39-yard line.
Or the white tent, whichever you want to count there.
Second and 9 ball on the 39-yard line. It will be key if the Broncos can put some points up on the board, Rick, because I believe they'll get the ball out of the half.
Yeah, they've got plenty of time. Minute 28 still remaining in the first half.
We got Cunningham in shotgun. Givens to his left. Cunningham, low snap. Cunningham back to pass. Crusaders applying some pressure. Couldn't get to him. Cunningham rolled to his right. Throws out of bounds.
Looks like he just threw it away, but there's a penalty flag down, which would indicate most times holding or maybe roughing the passer. I'm not sure. And it's a hold? No. Yep.
Chop block.
Chop block.
On the Crusaders.
So, that's interesting. I don't know how you end up chop blocking.
On defense.
Yeah.
So this is going to help out the Broncos. And
so we've got a first down now. This is a major penalty of 15 yards.
And this puts the ball at the
24-yard line.
24-yard line. And Cunningham and the Broncos offense, essentially right now the Crusaders have gift-wrapped them an opportunity to put some points up on the board.
Absolutely, and that's a good term.
Oh, it almost interception.
It is. Oh.
Almost was an interception there by the Crusaders. And that ball got away from Cunningham and almost cost the Broncos a chance at some points.
So we're going to have a 2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Cunningham in shotgun, empty set for the Broncos. Givens out to his left. Looks like Kosak out to his left as well. Cunningham back to pass. Crusaders applying pressure. Sack on the play for the Crusaders. Sack on the play. Curtis Jester on the sack.
Great defense by the Crusaders.
And that was a big-time play by that Crusaders defense. Jester on the sack of Cunningham. Crusaders defense looking to pitch a shutout here in the first half. And
so they've got a third in Lawrenceburg.
they're not. Got to get Crusaders.
Motion.
Penalty flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be offsides on the Broncos.
Yeah,
I mean on the Crusaders. I'm sorry. Oh, it looks like it may be a false start.
Yeah, I think it's a false start. I think the backs left early. They were trying to get some at a back at on either end of the field, and so once again now we've got a few more yards. But when you got those kind of yards, I guess it doesn't really matter. Another 5 yards, another 5 yards. We've got seconds remaining in this first half. 24 seconds.
Back to pass, Cunningham. Going deep. And wow,
got it.
Pass is complete.
Got it.
What a play. On the first down for the Broncos, a big play that they needed.
14.3 seconds. What a play.
What a play. And sometimes, that was a big-time play. Could have came at a better time for the Broncos, Rick.
Well, what's important is what they do in the next 14.3 seconds, because now they've got a first and goal. Well, it's actually first and goal. They only need 4 yards. You know the pen?
I was just trying to see who caught that pass. I couldn't really get his number. But the numbers are kind of hard to see sometimes.
Yeah, we were saying that the Broncos' numbers, they look like they're a blue or a silver probably, but they're on a white background. And it's very difficult from the press box here for us to actually make out numbers at some point. And, of course, the sun is setting now, so that increases the problem. There's no lights on, at least at the current time. So we got a first and goal, first and 4 yards into the end zone with 14.3 seconds.
Yeah, it's important for the Broncos to...
Broncos could really turn the Mo around if they could get this ball in the end zone. And they really have to pass. They've got 4 opportunities with that 14 seconds.
Cunningham back to pass, throws. That pass is incomplete. Second and goal.
Most passes usually take about 3 to 4 seconds, so they can get 4 shots at the end zone. They've taken 1.
I would suggest maybe right now, let me see the timeout situation.
See, here's the problem. You can't afford to roll out. You've got to almost just back up and hurl the ball, because if you start to roll out, you're going to waste some time.
Yeah.
You might actually get tackled. So it's just a thing where you got to take 3 more shots at the end zone by backing up and heaving it.
We got some big bodies here. They're receivers, so they should be able to throw the ball in the end zone and come away with some points. And Cunningham back to pass, rolls to his right, looking for open receiver. Pass is incomplete. Third and goal coming up.
7.3 seconds. So that took a little over 4 seconds.
Now, if you come up short here, Rick, would you kick the field goal here? Or?
Well, it depends on whether they've got a kicker that can do it. We see in these instances usually we get kicks blocked, we get bad snaps.
Yeah.
I have not seen many, when we talk about when we talk about the punting game, we get a lot of blocks even in the punts. But when we're talking field goals, I don't think that we've actually seen one this year where a field goal has been made. So I think they're probably going to go to the end zone 2 more times if they can do it in these last 7.3 seconds.
Cunningham hands the ball off. They are. Looks like the Butler County is almost got into the end zone on a late surge.
But there's no time remaining on the clock. So because of that run, time has run out. So at the end of the first half of play, the Marion County Crusaders 22, the Broncos nothing. And, of course, we will be going to halftime, so we're going to take a break. We will be back. This is CampusNation.com.
We could tell a humble origin story and discover conveniently placed sacks of coffee. We could show a selection of models holding cups up to their faces. We could use slower shots of Arabica beans. We could see a trendy artisan taking coffee way too seriously. We could use an abstract dance routine to romance our milk. We could create an epic blockbuster and crowbar our product into it. We could do all that.
But we don't. What we do is use freshly ground Arabica beans and organic milk. McCafe. Great tasting coffee. Simple.
All right, we're back. It's halftime here at Northwest High School, home of the Knights, Cincinnati, Ohio. This is CampusNation.com, your internet sports authority. I'm Rick Phillips, and everyone knows Daryl Moore. Daryl is the commissioner of the BCFL. He wears a lot of different hats. Head coach of the Cincinnati Dukes, commissioner of the BCFL, husband and father of 3 beautiful kids, coaches his sons and daughters' soccer teams, but not many know that he's also a player scout for the 2018 North American League champion Carolina Cobras. This gives the players in the BCFL time, or trying to take their talents to the next level, an added advantage, as playing in front of Slash could be their in with the Cobras. The Cobras are 4-2 right now as they play tonight against the Columbus Lions in Columbus, Georgia. You can visit the Cobras at Cobras.com and follow them on their quest. It's CAR Cobras.com, and follow them on their quest for back-to-back championships. The Cobras have a tie to the BCFL themselves, as head coach Billy Back played for the Knights, the Kings Comets, before he transitioned to coaching indoor football, where he has won 5 championships. So we're going to be back again. We'll take a break here real quick from Northwest High School. This is CampusNation.com, your internet sports authority, and where the score right now 22-0.
I was born in the Dominican Republic. I came here to the U.S. when I was 3 years old. In my culture, and I say this as a joke, but it's a reality, you either choose music or you choose baseball. I didn't get a baseball bat, I got a guitar.
I'm an occupational therapist, primarily working in the geriatric population. I start really early at 7 a.m. I usually see patients on the hour every hour. It could be something as simple as lifting their hand to drink from a cup after a stroke, or buttoning their shirt when their hand hasn't been working. We try to help others of all ages of life.
My love of music started when I would listen to my sister blasting the radio. She first played a song, and it was a rock song. That's what I connected with, and that's what actually made me who I am today.
This one's gonna go underneath. My brother Matthew has Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Your muscles, little by little, just lose their strength, and his kind of started from the feet up. He's my role model for sure. He's just like my little buddy. He's definitely inspired me to go into the career that I did. I want to be able to help people live their lives to the best of their abilities.
We write songs about empowering people, and a lot of those great ideas that we've had have actually happened at McDonald's.
This has kind of always been like my go-to workspace. You could say like a home away from home.
Along my journey, I realized that I could help other people. Whether it just be playing some music or dancing, I always wanted to share that with people.
Give me a little clap right here. Hey.
When the opportunity to work with seniors came around, I really found my purpose.
Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Eso, right here.
I often feel like seniors are like forgotten in our society. Even if you're 99, you still have a lot of life to live. It's really rewarding to be able to help someone even in a small way.
Success for me is about finding what makes you happy and then just sharing it with the world.
My personal motto is make every day count. Each day is truly a blessing. It's all those little things you can't take for granted.
All right, we're back to live action here at halftime. And we've got some updates as far as some scores. The Dukes at the Saints. The Dukes are victorious 36-0. And right now it's 0-0 in the second quarter. The Chiefs at the Comets. So those are your updates that we've got so far as other teams and play. We want to remind you to stay on the Campus Nation website for next week to find out the game of the week and where we will be. That usually is decided midweek, and so we try to make sure that as much as possible we give you a little bit of heads up on where we'll be as far as broadcasting. Also, looks like we've got I was just reading a comment from one of our viewers, and he was, I guess, trying to figure out which game that we were doing. I'll go on here and just make sure that our stream is good. But obviously it is. We've got several people that are watching, and usually we see sort of a delayed number as far as the people that are actually watching the game at any time. So we're not always aware of how many people are watching, but we've had some great numbers. I think all told, since we've been doing the BCFL this year, we have had over 12,000 views of our games here on campus. And we're at halftime with the Crusaders leading the Broncos 22-0. And once again, we are live from Northwest High School in the Mount Healthy area here in Cincinnati, Ohio. For some reason, I'm not seeing our logos. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's the reason. Somehow that got... So anyway, let me do it full screen just to make sure that we're checking everything here just to make sure that we're still continuing, but maybe it'll let us do it this time. There we go. All right. Yeah, everything looks good. Campus Nation logo, BCFL logo, and but anyway, we've had basically an all, I guess you could say, Marion County Crusaders game thus far. The first half was all Marion County. The Broncos got down into Marion County territory a couple times, specifically at the very end, had 4 opportunities to put the ball in the end zone. They elected on their third try to run the ball. It was stopped and time ran out. So we will start this second half with them down 22-0. And, of course, they're down 3 scores, but 3 scores, they were scored by Marion County. And if the Broncos can maybe play with the intensity that the Crusaders did the first half, they can come back in this game. Certainly they've got all the elements to be able to do that. So there's no reason to believe that they are out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Want to remind everybody that Sydney Alexis and yours truly, Rick Phillips, will be at the studios of WLW tonight, 700, the big one. After this game, we will be there at midnight, from about midnight to maybe 2 or 3 o'clock. We typically don't stay the entire 5 hours that Dave broadcasts, but we'll be riding the wave with Dave on the American Truckers Network. And it is a call-in show, so if you got some things you want to talk about as far as the BCFL or tonight's matchup, any comments as far as the game, or you want to talk politics or any of the other things that Dave likes to talk about, and he'll talk about just about anything, give us a call. They have an 800 number. They've also got a local number, but there's plenty of lines that are available. Usually we've got, when we're there, 10, 15 people on hold the whole 5 hours. So give us a call and let us know, what you enjoy about the BCFL, because we will talk some football as well as other sports on Riding the Wave with Dave tonight on 700 WLW. We're going to take another break here. I'm going to queue up a new ad here. All right. We're going to hear from Zoom, and we'll be back in just a moment. This is CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home.
Paying way too much money for your game video? Zoom has all the tools you need to analyze and exchange game video like the pros. We've been working with officials for years now, and due to our successful growth, I'd like to announce our new video analysis program for elite-level football coaches. Hi, I'm Andy with Zoom. And while other companies have been raising prices, we've been creating a better solution for less money. Our elite video analysis tools are priced far below our competition's, ranging from $500 to $600 per team, depending on the size of your league, all the way down to $400 for coaches-only access. But just because the price is low doesn't mean you lose all of the great features that you've come to expect. You can draw on the screen, tag, clip plays, add voiceovers, and you can even create training and quizzing modules, all while tracking who is and who is not watching. Remember, at Zoom, we don't prepare you for the competition, we make you the competition.
All right, we're back live from Northwest High School. Lights haven't been turned on yet, but the sun is setting. And this BCFL matchup in what would be week number 4, the Marion County Crusaders against the Butler County Broncos. Right now, Butler County down 22-0, and we hope in the second half we can get these Broncos a little motivated here, so we can get some points on the board and make this a competitive ball game here in the second half. Also, we have interns that are working with us tonight, and DeAndre Coker is on camera number 2. Yeah, I think it's Mamadou Diallo on camera number 1. Joshua Oliver, he is our UC intern, and he is in the booth with us, working on graphics and commercials and all those good things. And then Trey Larkins, he is our play-by-play for tonight's match. I want to thank those interns once again for helping us with this broadcast tonight from Northwest High School. Oh, that's right, Sydney Alexis. But we've already talked about you. You and I are going to WLW tonight, right? Yeah. How's your cheeseburger? Cheeseburger good? Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Got to give her credit or I'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
Be a long car ride back to WLW and up to Wilmington. So what do we got in just to give you some Major League Baseball action right now? Washington leading Cincinnati 5. Oh, that's a final. 5-2, Washington over Cincinnati. That was a 4-10 start, I think.
Was that here in Cincinnati?
That was in Cincinnati, yeah.
Okay, we're at home this weekend.
Yeah. But anyway, San Francisco over Baltimore, 8-2. Milwaukee and Pittsburgh in the top of the 11th. They're tied 10-all. Texas over KC, 6-2. That's a final. Atlanta beats Detroit 10-5. The Angels over the Mariners, 3-1. Chicago and St. Louis, they're all tied up 2-2 in the middle of the fourth inning. Boston and New York, that rivalry is a big rivalry all the time. New York, the Yankees leading Boston, the Red Sox 3-2 in the top of the fourth. And still yet to get underway, Toronto at Colorado and Houston at Oakland. New York Mets at Arizona, Philadelphia at the Dodgers, and Miami at San Diego. Also a final, Minnesota 6, Tampa Bay 2. Tampa Bay was leading that division earlier. I don't know whether they're still, as far as in the top of the standings in their division or not. Yeah, we've got New York leading their division by 2 games over Tampa Bay now. Minnesota, a big lead over Cleveland by 10.5 games. Houston with an 8-game edge over Texas in the AL West. In the NL East, it's Philadelphia. Philadelphia with a lead over Atlanta by 2.5 games. Chicago over Milwaukee by a half game. That's our division here with the Reds and the in the NL Central, probably the toughest, with the Reds only out by 5.5 games right now as it stands. The Dodgers over the Padres by 8.5 games right now. So, NL Central by far the toughest, closest division in baseball right now. But tonight we are playing football. We're playing football from Northwest High School, the home of the Knights. And Trey, you actually played on this field, and
yes.
You have some fond memories, I'm assuming, as far as on the field. Didn't get any concussions or anything, did you?
No concussions. I remember my sophomore year, got an interception. In the this is the west side of the end zone over here.
I believe this is west, this is east, and we are facing what would probably be south. And we're in the north side of the stadium, I think. I think that's the way it's laid out.
So I got me an interception, took it to the house, Rick, right there in the west side of the end zone. So I remember that was
got
one of my
6
memories.
points, right?
Got 6 points. Guy ran a corner route. I played offense. I played running back, but this particular day we were a couple players
short on
we were short, so I had to play both sides of the ball. Right?
Well, I was going to say a lot of teams, especially the smaller schools, they play both sides. A lot of the players do. They have to because they're not from schools that have the luxury of being able to have one-way only players. So we're getting ready for the second half, and it'll be Marion County kicking off to Butler County. Looks like everybody's ready. There's the whistle. The lights are on now.
Here we go. Second half underway. Broncos receiving the kickoff, reverses field. Looks like Martin on the return again. Martin making some moves, and he's going to be down at about the 31-yard line. And that's where the Broncos offense will take over. Cunningham, quarterback for the Broncos, will try to get them on the right track.
All right, so the Broncos coming out of the huddle.
And in that first half, Rick, the Broncos offense just could not get in any kind of rhythm. They got in a rhythm on the last drive, but they had a couple penalties, and they weren't able to punch in the end
ran out of
zone.
time. That was what it come down to.
Yep, and handoff right now to Givens. Nice pickup on first down for the Broncos. Let's see if this Broncos offense can get steered in the right direction and put some points up on the board. Trailing right now 22-0 here at Northwest High School. Ball on the 37-yard line. Second and about 5. Second and about 5 for the Broncos. So far in this game, the Crusaders have pretty much controlled the entire game, and they've dictated tempo and they're getting the Broncos to play on their terms. Let's see if the Broncos can somehow have a second half comeback and make this a game. Pass is complete, but it's a short gain by the Broncos.
Yeah, he was tackled immediately.
Tackled immediately. Reception by Mario Ramirez for the Broncos. Big third down coming up. 37-yard line. That's on the Crusaders 37-yard line, or the Broncos 37-yard line. Big third down coming up. Cunningham in shotgun. Cunningham back to pass. Over the middle, the pass is incomplete.
Almost picked off by number 32.
Almost picked off. That was great defense there. Pass was deflected by Trey Taylor, and the Broncos are forced to punt. Broncos set the point. Kendall Williams back on the return. Well, not Kendall Williams this time. We have, let's see. Looks like Deontay Coleman. Here's the punt. It's just kind of a decent punt. It takes a Broncos bounce, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. No return.
Looks like right about the, 37?
37-yard line.
36-yard line?
36-yard line. We'll say 36-yard line, and that's where Sean Taylor will take over. If you remember last year, Rick, Marion County finished the season 9-1. They had a great season last year, and they're out to a great start here in week 3 against the Butler County Broncos. We got Tyler Dunn, handoff. A nice run on first down by Tudstill for the Crusaders. Picks up about, no, 2nd and 4. Picks up about 6 yards on first down. We'll call it 2nd and 4 for the Crusaders. Brandon Thomas, who had a nice first half, a couple receptions for the Crusaders. He's out to your right. Deontay Coleman in motion to the left. Tyler hands off, up the middle, short gain. Broncos snuffed it out. 3rd down coming up.
It doesn't look like that Marion County is as interested in running that up-tempo game, at least the opening drive that they have here in the second half.
They're not. It seems like they're kind of playing a little conservative, Rick.
And almost like they're maybe trying to run some time off the clock rather than run this clock too quickly.
Third down here for the Crusaders. Coleman in motion to the left. Tyler back to pass. Pressure applied by Butler County. Tyler scrambles to his left, picks up the first down, and much more. He fumbles out of bounds, but not after picking up a first down for the Crusaders. And the Crusaders are on the move again here, Rick.
Yeah, great run. Gets that first down, keeps the drive alive. Looks like that they're going to have a 1st and 10 from about the 50 or the 46-yard line of the Butler County Broncos.
Lights came on here at Northwest High School, Rick. Got the lights playing under the lights now.
Yep.
Tyler will set up shop, 46-yard line, in shotgun formation. Tyler handoff up the middle to Tudstill. Nice cut back to his right.
It's almost like he delayed before he actually, like he was waiting to see the play develop in front of him.
Yeah.
So pick up maybe a 3.
For the most part, I'll say that the Broncos have really, really played, done well in stopping that Crusaders running game. The Crusaders have got big pass plays in the passing game more so than the running game.
Right.
In this game.
I think that's been the difference thus far. Has been Marion County's passing. Get a little cold. All right, so they come out with a second and what appears to be about 6.
Tyler in shotgun again. They run a lot of shotgun formation. Tyler back to pass. Going deep. What a nice catch by Thomas for the Crusaders. And the Crusaders are on the move here again in the third quarter. What a big-time catch by Brandon Thomas for the Crusaders. That was a nice throw by Tyler.
Nice throw, nice reception. So it's going to be a 1st and goal on the 10-yard line. They'll have to go that 10 yards in order to score. You warm? There you go.
We got an I formation by the Crusaders here. Touchdown. Touchdown is in the backfield. Hand off. Oh, no, it's
bootleg.
A bootleg to the right. And the Broncos snuffed it out this time. Earlier in the game, the Crusaders had a similar play, Rick.
Right.
And they got a touchdown off that play, but this time the Broncos snuffed it out from the beginning.
Yep, fool me once, you're not going to fool me twice is what it looks like. But you have to try it.
Definitely. A lot of times for teams that's on offense, when they're down close to the goal line, Rick, it's hard for them to be able to space.
Yeah, you don't really have the room to operate that you would normally if you were up the field, maybe 15 yards or 20 yards from the goal. So everything sort of is compacted and less space to actually maneuver. All right, we got a 2nd down and 10.
Looks like a busted play, but up the middle, touchdown, Crusaders. Tyler with the touchdown, quarterback, keeper. And the Crusaders are piling it on here, Rick, in the second half now. 9:35 left in the third quarter. 28-0. Crusaders over the Broncos. And defensively for the Crusaders, Rick, the more points they go up in this game, that'll give their defensive linemen and their defensive ends a chance to be able to rush Cunningham and put some pressure on him to not be able to throw the ball down the field.
All right, 28-0 right now. We're going for 2, it looks like.
Shotgun here again for the Crusaders.
Got a man in motion.
In motion. Touchdown. Pass out to touchdown to the right. Pass is dropped. It is incomplete. 2-point conversion is no good. And so this was the game of the week, right, Rick?
This is the game of the week. We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back. CampusNation.com, your internet sport.
Smuggled in a Big Mac. Oh, you're dangerous. But not as dangerous as my Big Mac. My Big Mac smuggled in bacon. What? Big Mac's got bacon. It's not a Big Mac. It's not. It's not. Well, I believe it is. Well, I believe it isn't. Bacon.
Hey, is that a Big Mac?
Yes. Is a Big Mac with bacon still a Big Mac?
Welcome back to Campus Nation. And we're talking about it before the break, Rick. This is supposed to be the game of the week. Marion County coming into the game, 1-1 on the season. And Butler County
2-0.
Broncos are 2-0,
Right.
but so far
It's been all Marion
this evening,
County, hasn't it?
It's all been all Marion County, and it's been a lopsided affair here this evening, Saturday at Northwest High School. So
I don't know how they get here, whether it's bus or in a van or cars or what, but this will be a nice trip home for them if they can keep this up and win this game.
yeah, kickoff, short kickoff, and now the Broncos will get good field position here again. Looks like they're going to be at about the 48-yard line.
I don't think that it's been entirely because Butler County hasn't had the opportunities. They just haven't taken advantage of actually, pushing it in.
Exactly.
And they've sort of been off balance the entire game, and that I can attribute to Marion County's defense.
For sure. You're completely right, Rick. And then one of the opportunities that they did have, Butler County, to put some points up on the board before halftime, they weren't able to put up points. If they would have put up points in that situation, you would have had the belief that would have gave them some momentum heading to the second half.
That's right, yeah. And especially under the circumstances that they would have gotten the ball back at the end of or the beginning of the second half. And right now just hasn't worked for them.
And so Cunningham, he'll go to work here. 48-yard line for the Broncos. In shotgun. Let's see if the Crusaders put some pressure on Cunningham. Cunningham back to pass. Pressure. He evades, but not the second tackler. And it's a loss on the play. There'll be a tackle.
Yeah, the first Crusader that got to him, they hurried him up, and then the second Crusader obviously made that tackle for a loss. So it's a loss of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. So we'll say second and 15.
Second and 15.
Second and 15 for the Butler County Broncos on the 37-yard line. 47? 47-yard line.
And we got the Broncos in shotgun formation here again. Cunningham passing down here, obviously down 28. Cunningham back to pass. That pass was intended, but it looks like him and the receiver were not on the same page.
No Bronco even close to that pass.
Third down coming up.
And the Chiefs over the Comets at half, 14-0. So once again, Chiefs trying to remain undefeated and go 3-0. They are leading the Kings Comets 14-0 at half.
Duke, right linebacker for the Crusaders. Keep an eye on him on this play. See if he can apply some pressure on Cunningham. Cunningham back to pass here again. Got some time in the pocket. Got a flag on the play. Cunningham
Gonna be holding.
Going to his right. He got a positive game, but it will be coming back. Going to be holding on the Broncos.
Yep. Trying to protect their quarterback, but obviously anytime you see a flag in the backfield like that, you know there's a hold.
For sure. Like I said on the last possession, the more points that the Crusaders put up, Rick, that gives their defensive linemen and defensive ends a chance to be able to rush the quarterback and put some pressure on Cunningham.
And with the Broncos' defense being on the field so much, they get tired, as you say. It wears them down.
Yeah, certainly.
So we got a 3rd and 25, and they are right now at the, looks like what, the 32-yard line, 33, 32?
Yeah, about the 32-yard line. And Cunningham was in shotgun.
Oh, got movement.
Got movement. Looks
like
encroachment going to be on the Crusaders.
So that'll give them 5 yards back. Oh, no, it's a false start.
Oh,
it's actually against
start.
Butler County.
Wow. Everything going the Crusaders' way here this evening.
So he was drawn off. He saw the movement.
And the Broncos are going in the wrong direction, Rick.
Yep. Third in the river.
Drops back to pass. Because almost intercepted. That play was going nowhere. Anyways, even if it was completed on that play. But fourth down coming up.
That is going to force a punt.
And the Crusaders looking to get the ball back in decent field position.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Marion County maybe put some extra pressure on here. See if they can get a turnover.
Yeah.
That could be the proverbial nail in the coffin if they could recover this in Bronco territory.
You got Deontay Coleman here. Deontay Coleman on the return for the Crusaders. Earlier in the afternoon, Williams had a nice return for the Crusaders.
Nice punt.
Nice punt. It should be returnable here. Coleman gets it off the bounce. Coleman runs it to his own player.
Goes nowhere.
Had nowhere to go.
So that was a positive for the Broncos. They got that punt off. It was a great punt. Got a little extra yardage. And so the Crusaders are going to start in a hole, so to speak. Not the best of field position that they've had tonight. Looks like, about the 17, 18-yard line. 1st and 10. $18-yard line. We've got 7:21 remaining in this third quarter of play.
You got to get the feeling here, Rick, that the Broncos defense has to come up with the stop here.
It's not just that they have to come up with a stop now. I think they need to come up with a turnover. They need to make something happen here that's going to change the momentum, because right now there is no momentum on the part of the Broncos.
Handoff up the middle to Tud Steele. It's short pickup. And again, that Broncos front seven, for the most part this afternoon, has done an outstanding job at being able to corral the Crusaders running backs, and they haven't really got much of a running game.
There's not been much of a running game. It's been the passing game that has kept the Marion County Crusaders in the scoring column. Sounds like there's car racing going on somewhere or something.
Yeah, in the background there.
We got the Indianapolis 500 being replayed outside somewhere. Yeah, but we're not that close.
Lamont Osborne in motion. That pass is incomplete. Intended for Deontay Coleman. Ball on the 18-yard line, 3rd and 10. Coming up.
Yep.
Broncos won't have any chance of getting back into this game. They have to get a stop here defensively.
Yeah, it's not just a stop. I think they still have to make something
happen.
Something unusual happen, which would be a turnover of some type. Some kind of a rush, some kind of an interception.
Oh, fumble.
Oh, there's the fumble.
There it is. There it is. And looks
there
like
you go.
The Broncos have recovered the fumble. They'll have great field position. They'll be in Crusaders territory.
So we called it, right?
We called it. Right with the doctor ordered, Rick.
That's what they needed.
They need that badly. Now they got to put some points up on the board.
So it's just what the doctor ordered. With 6:24 remaining in this third quarter, the Broncos get the turnover, the fumble on the part of Marion County. Marion County has not made many mistakes today.
They have not.
There's one of them. And so
the
the key will be that the Broncos capitalize on this mistake and get this ball in the end zone. If they can do that, now you start to see some momentum.
Yeah, and that was a fumble by Touchdown on that play. He's done a great job so far this evening securing the football, Rick, but that was a mishap on the carry by Touchdown. And now we got Cunningham, 1st and 10, shotgun formation, handoff, and this was a running play
for a loss.
Givens, and it's a loss on the play. And you started getting this point in the football game, Rick, you start wondering if, you start ditching out the running plays and start going in the air. They put some points up on the board. You're down 28. So the run game is not really going to help you very much.
No, and Marion County has been pretty tough when it comes to running yards. So they've not allowed a lot. So they're going to have to think about putting this ball in the air. It doesn't have to be, into the end zone, but they at least need to get some yardage.
Yeah. Get some yardage through the air. Let Cunningham throw the ball down the field. Cunningham drops back to pass. Throws over the middle. Pass is complete, but it's a minimal gain.
A couple yards. But
a few yards.
Still a 3rd and about 8.
Pass complete.
No, 3rd and about 12.
3rd and about 12. Reception by Dominic Williams there. Third down coming up.
All right, so what do we do here? Are we going to pass again?
Got to pass the ball here. Got to put the ball in the air.
So maybe something across or something to, the end zone, or I would almost say it looks like maybe somebody would do some kind of a corner route.
Well, we got trips right.
So there's your corner.
For the Broncos, Cunningham's in shotgun. Cunningham back to pass. Pressure by the Crusaders. Cunningham drops to his left, looking for someone to throw the ball to open. Throws it in the back of the end zone. And it's 4th down coming up. 4th down territory for the Broncos here, so they got to go for it here.
And there is a penalty. Flag is down.
Okay. Sun has went down, so it's definitely feeling pretty good here at Northwest High School.
It's beautiful right now.
Feels great.
Breeze.
Looks like penalty against the Crusaders, Rick. And so the Broncos are going to have a 1st down. Another opportunity to get in the end zone.
So that was a major penalty, right? 15 yards or 10 yards?
Looked like about 10 yards there.
Yeah. All right. So it is 1st and 10. And they are on the 15-yard line.
And they got shotgun formation. Movement here
what
again.
Do we got here? A little bit of encroachment.
Now this has
number 8.
Yeah, number 8.
He was almost going to take the handoff here, I think.
Yeah. Offsides against the Crusaders.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Offsides is an understatement.
Yeah.
Number 8 was in the backfield of the Broncos. So it looks like the Crusaders are trying to hand the Broncos here a score.
Yeah.
Will the Broncos take advantage of it with 4:44 remaining in the 3rd quarter? That's the question.
You got to get the ball in the end zone
the
here.
platter is there. Are you going to take it?
There you go. Motion for the Broncos.
Onto the air.
In the air.
Oh, what a pickoff! What a one-handed pickoff!
What a great interception by Thomas Salo. Great interception.
Look at this. Look at this. One hand
interception. What a great play.
Oh, my gosh.
What a great play.
There he comes. Yeah, that was absolute athleticism at its finest. One hand and comes back the other way.
Renato Tomasilo.
Yeah, well, that has got to be a crusher for the Broncos.
Crusher.
Because here you were ready to put that ball in.
1st and 10, ball at the 26-yard line. And
I mean, you were so close again. And to have it picked off with that spectacular one-handed pickoff.
Yeah.
And go back the other way.
Great play. And again, for some reason, Cunningham forced it into double coverage. Looks like the safety was peeling over to the right of the play. Now we got Tyler on offense, back to throw. Going deep. Overthrows his target, intended for Deontay Coleman.
Looks like they were going for the jugular there. They thought that maybe they could do a quick hitter, as a lot of times a quarterback will attempt to do that when there's a turnover like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So that brings up, a 2nd and 10?
About a 2nd and 10.
Once again from 26-yard line, 20, 25, 26-yard line.
You have to wonder, too, how many more opportunities the Broncos are going to have a chance to be able to put some points up on the board.
I don't know. I don't know how you could have much of a better opportunity than this past one.
Handoff to Tudsteal. Great run. Tudsteal up the sideline. What a great run by Trey Tudsteal for the Crusaders. And the Crusaders are marching down the field here again in business.
That sort of let the air out of the balloon there.
Yeah. One more touchdown, you kind of get the feeling that maybe the Broncos may pack it on in.
Well, I'd hope not, but it certainly is depressing, when you were that close.
Yeah.
You have that kind of a pick-off, and now they're going back the other way with a great run.
Going for the jugular again. Pass is incomplete.
Good defense.
Good defense. Pass intended for Deontay Coleman. Tyler been looking his way a lot in the second half. That was a great run by Trey Tudsteal right there on that carry.
Marion County with a 28-0 lead over the Broncos. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line of the Broncos.
We got a rare occasion for Tyler under center here. Tyler hands off to Tudsteal. Tudsteal on the carry.
Once again, he actually almost handed that off to a Bronco. Bronco was right there. And I wasn't sure who was going to get the ball.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 here.
Yeah, it looks like it's on the 34-yard line, 33-yard line.
33-yard line. You get the feeling here, Rick.
If this goes in the end zone, I can't see going down by that many scores with the time that we have left. It would take a major miracle in order to be able to turn that game around.
Handoff. And
still on his feet.
Still on his feet. Almost close to the first down yardage.
He's fighting.
Fighting for a first down.
He's got it.
What a great run and great effort by that Crusaders offensive line and Lamont Osborne.
He literally willed himself to get that first down. So
first down, Crusaders. And that right there, 1st and 10, ball on the 24-yard line. And that play right there, Rick, kind of
exemplifies this entire game.
Because
right?
they have really.
It's who wants it more, right?
Wants it more.
And Marion County has shown us that they definitely want this game.
Shotgun formation for Tyler. Back to pass. Going for the Tudsteal. Tudsteal out to his right. Leaps over the defender.
He did sort of the scissors split there. I would hope that, it looked like a turkey leg being split up there.
Yeah.
Someone was making a wish. That's true. Like he could be a hurdler.
Another first down.
That was a hurdler's move there. I wouldn't be making that move with all those other football players around me. I'd be afraid of a helmet in the wrong place.
Yeah. Timeout Broncos. And I just got the feeling, Rick, that the Crusaders are really wearing out that Broncos defense.
Right. So we're going to take a break here. You're listening to CampusNation.com, your internet sport. Well, this is certainly humbling. All right, we're back to live action here on Campus Nation. 28-0, the Marion County Crusaders over your Butler County Broncos in the game of the week here on Campus Nation and the Blue Collar Football League. We're live from home of the Knights, Northwest High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. And after the game, Sydney Alexis and yours truly, Rick Phillips, off the WLW land, the land of 700, and we'll be on Riding the Wave with Dave on the American Truckers Network at midnight. Tune in, call us, ask us about the BCFL or anything else you want to ask us about.
Looks like a Deontay Coleman. Shakes out the defender.
Yeah, that ball was literally in the air. No one was... he just sort of flipped that up there, and Coleman took the ball and advanced it a few yards. So we got about a 2nd and 5 now. 2nd and 7?
2nd and 7.
That doesn't look...
2nd and 5.
Isn't that what I said, 2nd and 5?
Yeah. So we got Tyler under center here. Tudstill is in the backfield in our formation. Hand off to Tudstill up the middle. Tudstill going for the end zone. Looks like it's a touchdown. Tudstill on the carry. And the Crusaders are piling it on here at Northwest High School. 34-0. It's been all Crusaders here.
That it has, yeah.
Yeah, been all Crusaders here in this Week 3 matchup. And they just have played with much more intensity than the Broncos this evening.
We're going to go for 2 here. So right now it's 34-0 Crusaders. They're going to try to make this 36. So, are they going to keep it on the ground?
I would think so. Hand off to Tudstill. He's been running really hard on this drive. Rick?
Yeah, it was all that first down effort. There you go.
Hand out to the fullback up the middle, and we have a 2-point conversion by the Crusaders. Crusaders lead now 36-0.
And let's face it, the Broncos front line, their defense, they're tired.
Yeah.
They've been beaten up on, all game. And so, putting it over on the ground was the right call. So 36-0, Marion County over Butler County. We've got 55.6 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
And at this point for the Broncos, Rick, you want to just try to get into a rhythm offensively heading into next week. This outcome of this game is already determined.
Well, yeah, I would say the outcome as far as who wins this game is determined. Yeah. I think that this last quarter play is going to tell us what these Broncos are all about and whether or not if they can at least put some points on the board, if they can come back and, score a touchdown or two, they can at least, hold their heads up, and next week is another week. And they will be 2-1, as will these Crusaders, if the score holds up tonight.
And sometimes, you need a game like this because they started off the season 2-0. Now they're going to have a loss on their record, and they're going to get blown out here this evening. But they'll be able to bounce back next week. Still 2-1 in the season. We got Marion here on the return for the Broncos. Out till about nice hit by the Crusaders. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Broncos. At about the 46-yard line.
All right.
And if you're the front seven for the...
run the clock is what he's saying.
Yeah. If you're the front seven for the Crusaders, Rick, you get the chance right now to just rush the passer.
Put your ears back and let the horses loose. And if you're the Broncos, you've got to prove that, hey, you still are relevant, and you've got next week to get back on track.
Yeah. Definitely. Shotgun formation for the Broncos here. Cunningham. Back to pass. Cunningham short pass to the left. Pass is complete. About
looks like a pick of about 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
See that quick hitter, that worked.
That sure did.
And if they can put something together like that and keep those fast.
Dominic Williams on the reception. Was that quarter?
Yep. So we're now entering the fourth quarter of play. Looks good.
Man, since we got a break in the action, Rick, I wanted to ask you, you an NFL fan as well? You like the NFL?
Oh yeah, I like all sports.
Okay, so who are you? Who's your NFL football team? Because we got a little break.
Dallas.
In the action. Oh, you're a Cowboys.
The
fan.
Cowboys.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, never really been much of a Bengals fan, and of course, I was, because of my age, I was more of a Cleveland fan, and of course, Cleveland is now in Baltimore.
Yeah.
So, but I lived in Dallas for a while, and I like Dallas because they got great cheerleaders.
Okay. Yeah. We got Cunningham in the shotgun handoff. First down handoff. Well, just to give you a little information about me and my NFL team, I'm not a Bengals fan myself. I'm actually a diehard Packers fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love my Packers. I actually got a chance. I got a chance 2 years ago to go to Lambeau Field and watch the Packers when they played the Bengals.
Oh, yeah. I bet that was fun.
Definitely was fun. First down.
So you're a cheesehead.
Yep, cheesehead. Oh, nice pitch and catch from Cunningham to his receiver. Going to be 2nd and 1 coming up. Injury on the field.
Yeah, I got an injury for the Broncos.
For the Broncos.
So we'll take a timeout here with the injury. You're listening and watching CampusNation.com. We'll be right back.
Fries for 316, please. Thank you.
David, what's going on? Oh, hey. That's it? Yeah. Everybody, 2 seconds.
Dear Sebastian, after careful consideration of your application, it is with great pleasure that we offer our congratulations on your acceptance.
Through the Tuition Assistance Program, every day, McDonald's helps more people go to college. It's part of our commitment to being America's best first job.
No. All right, Broncos on the move. This is another opportunity. They want to get into that red zone for an opportunity to maybe score a touchdown.
Yeah, at least put something on the board. It won't be a goose egg on the board. Handoff is to Givens. I'm sorry, not Givens. Ricky Cardwell for the Broncos. Nice pickup.
Yeah, so the ball will be placed at about the, 28-yard line?
Yep.
29-yard. Yep, 29-yard line.
So, yeah, when I went to the game at Lambeau, Rick, when they played the Bengals got out to a nice lead in that game, up 21-3 over my Packers. And all the Bengal fans were texting me saying I wasted my time going up to Lambeau to watch my Packers. And then in the second half, Aaron Rodgers happened.
Yeah, we've heard of him.
Yeah, we've heard of that guy, number 12. Here's the Broncos pass. Going to the end zone for the Broncos. That pass is incomplete. Looks like it was intended for, I believe, Dominic Williams for the Broncos.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah, just go ahead and run the clock.
nice breeze here at Northwest High School.
Beautiful. 12:45 remaining in this game. Oh.
Pass is incomplete. And it seems like Cunningham and his receiving core has not been on the same page.
No, there is no synchronization there. Of course, one thing we want to remind everybody, these guys have real jobs. This is their love, their passion. They play this game, but a lot of times they don't even get a lot of opportunity to practice together. So you can't always expect that precision between the quarterback and his receivers because they just don't get that many reps with each other.
You're right about that, Rick. You got to be able to have those reps and be able to have that connection and get those practice reps to be able to transition to the football field in real game time. So we got the Broncos in shotgun again. Cunningham back to pass, some pressure being applied. Cunningham rolling out to his left, trying to get a block.
He's got it.
Looks like he got fumbled out of bounds.
Fumbled it. So he didn't get the first down.
He did not get the first down.
He actually lost the ball about, looks like 3 yards.
And like I said last time, Rick, when the Broncos had the ball, at this point, you're just trying to get some momentum and get some rhythm offensively.
Yeah, they'd love to score a touchdown, not just to erase the goose egg that they've got on it, but so it's going to be, literally a 4th and inches?
4th and inches.
All right. So obviously this is a running down. I don't think you would try anything, fancy where you'd fake a run and then try to throw the ball. So they just want to get this into the red zone, and they will. If they can get this first down, they will be in the red zone. We got a timeout because it looks like someone's cramping.
Cramping up. That's what I said, too.
Yeah.
Looks like.
This is not an injury. This is more cramp. All right, we'll be right back after this word from McDonald's.
Using McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu.
Can I have a they never feed you at those things meal, please? I'm starving. Please be candy. Please be candy. Earrings. Darn it.
So you said 5 cheeseburgers and 5 McChicken for $1 each?
Yes, exactly. Thanks. I'm back. Okay, what did I miss?
Absolutely nothing.
Figures.
Thanks.
Build whatever meal you want with favorites on McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu.
Well, then we'll come out and then go back in. Go ahead and start the clock. Wait. All right, so we are about 5 inches, 6 inches from the red zone here. Butler County wants desperately to get this first down.
We got Butler County in shotgunning here again. Pretty much been the consistent for and a quarterback keeper.
Does not get it. Does not get it.
That play didn't go nowhere and didn't have a chance, Rick. Did not have a chance.
Yeah. In fact, I just wonder if he would have been better off, doing the old quarterback sneak from under center rather than lining up in the shotgun.
Yeah.
Because you had, 3-4 yards you had to make up in order to be able to get any momentum, and just didn't happen. They snuffed that one out quickly.
And it seems like the Broncos are kind of threw in the towel here.
Well, they definitely they wanted that first down. They wanted the ability to, go for that touchdown, and denied once again by Marion County.
To your point, though, that was kind of a questionable play call there. I would have kind of, like you said, went under center for a couple inches.
If you got the beef, it seems to me, if you're under center, you got 6 inches at most. You ought to be able to get at least someone off the front of the line in order to punch a hole so you can run in behind him. I just don't. I don't think it was wise to go from the shotgun. But once again, that's my humble opinion. That's why I don't coach. So what do we got here? What's the waving over here? Are they waving at us or? Yeah. Yeah.
Handoff is to Tudstill. He goes right. Nice run. Picks up, it looks like about 8 yards on the first down carry.
Yeah, with just under 9 minutes, I would imagine Marion County, as much as possible, just try to keep this ball on the ground, grind the time down. That was a good run. They picked up, 8 yards?
8 yards.
7, 8 yards at least.
So we're here in week 3, Rick. Week 3?
Well, this is actually week 4.
Week 4. Okay, week 4 of the season. Okay, week 4.
Yeah.
Nice pitch for Deontay Coleman, up going left. Picks up, looks like he got the first down, yardage.
Got close to it at least. So it's going to be a third and what? Well, are they signaling first? Yeah, they've signaled a first down. So good pickup.
It was a creative play offensively for the Crusaders to be able to get their receiver, Coleman, on the run, pick up the first down. That's one of the keys when you got an offense that can make plays in open space. Get them in formations, get them running in motion to not be set on one side of the field. To get them in open space. Now hand off the touchdown up the middle here again. First down carry.
The other thing you've got here is you've got Marion County. The defense has been out there a long time, the whole day. And so even when you're running these little short runs like you're doing, at some point you may just get someone that breaks through the line because the line is tired.
Yeah.
And, you're off to the races. So these little quick hitters could result in a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't really expect to see the Crusaders put the ball in the air at all.
No, there'd be no reason to take that chance unless they really get into a hole.
I formation here for the Crusaders. Tyler under center. Handoff is to Tusdale again. Tusdale is cut short.
6.5 minutes to go in this game.
See, it's a tough place right here, too, Rick, for a head coach because at this moment, the game is over. The outcome is decided. You don't want none of your players to get any kind of unnecessary injuries.
You're right. Yeah, we don't want anyone hurt going into next week, so you have to be sort of cautious both sides of the ball. You don't want to do anything to jeopardize any of your players. Haven't gotten any updates on any scores.
Shotgun formation. Tyler back to pass. Those to his right. The receiver stumbles after the catch. It'll be fourth down here for the Crusaders. Crusaders 1-1 coming into this game this evening. Their offense has definitely been productive here. 36 points here was a great showing for the Crusaders here, Rick, this evening. It was a great showing.
Yeah, in action earlier tonight, the Dukes beat the Saints 36-0. The last score we have is the Chiefs over the Comets 14-0 at the half. That'll be a punt, which it is. Nice punt.
Nice punt. Got a return here. Oh, I see. Nice return.
Very good return.
Maybe this is a chance for the Butler County to get on the board here. Great return.
Little stiff arm there at the end. There's a flag that looks like it went in. Was there a flag in there? No. Okay, I don't see a flag. Heck of a great return.
Great return.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back in just a minute. This word from McDonald's.
Is a bag. But for Steve, this bag gives him food cred. Because now everyone knows that when they have that craving, or they're just looking for the perfect deal, well, they just need to follow Steve.
Enjoy your favorites from McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu, like any size soft drink for $1 and a 6-piece chicken McNuggets for $2.
How many yards was that on that return, y'all know? Huh?
All right, we are back. We are live from Northwest High School, and it looks like Butler County is once again, they're in the red zone. They're on the 15-yard line, and they've got a 1st and 10. They want desperately to get this punched in and at least come away with a score and not end up with a goose egg so that they've got something going into next week.
Great return by Dominic
Week number
Williams.
5
in
the BCFL.
It was a great return by Dominic Williams on that play. Rick, let's see if they can punch it in here. Shotgun formation. Cunningham, well, it looks like we got a new quarterback here now. He's scrambling to his right, trying to just direct traffic, throws it up for grabs. And it's an interception.
Oh, no.
Again. And he looks like he about to go take it to the house. Great return by Renato. We have a pick six, touchdown, Crusaders, Renato, Renato, I can't pronounce his last name, I'm having a tough time.
Well, it's a heck of a play. That's all we can say.
Tomatillo, he's had a heck of an afternoon, and he has a pick six. He should probably take that football home with him, Rick.
I don't know. Those are like $800 footballs, aren't they?
Oh, okay. Okay. I would want it as a
That's
gift.
a week's paycheck, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, $200 football. All right, well, that's a week for me. All right, well, what a play here. And if you would feel like you were snake bit, this is certainly the case of Butler. Butler County, ready to punch it in, and it goes for a yeah, he was waving. Of course, he knows he's on television. What do you expect?
Tomatillo, that's his first or second interception on the evening in this game. He's definitely had an impact defensively for the Crusaders.
I would say yes. So the score now 42-0. We're going to go for 2 points, I guess. And right now, I guess if I'm Butler County, this game could not end any faster.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Rick. Since we have a blowout here at Northwest High School, not really much to talk about here in this game, but we can still talk about some football. Do you like Jason Garrett as the coach for your Cowboys?
Not really.
Not really.
But, what football fan that probably is happy with the coach unless you're like a Patriot fan?
Yeah. And that two-point conversion is complete by the Crusaders.
They're doing nothing wrong. So it's 44-0. Very dejected Butler County Broncos.
Yeah.
Marion County, they're going to have a happy time going back to Indianapolis.
Sure will. It'll be a nice ride back to Indianapolis.
Might even stop and get some ice cream or something, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to head back up to Kenwood in WLW, so we invite everybody to tune in to Riding Away with Dave on the American Truckers Network tonight at midnight. Sydney, Alexis, and I will be up there, and we will be happy to answer any questions you might have about football or the game tonight or any other sport for that matter, or if you just want to talk politics or, whatever. Call in the American Truckers Network, Riding Away with Dave on WLW, the big one.
And normally in these semi-pro games, Rick, let me ask you a question. When it's a blowout and the outcome is already decided, do we sometimes see teams take out their starting quarterback sometimes and try to, protect him?
I've not really seen it, but we did see a substitution there for the Broncos, didn't we? Wasn't there a different quarterback?
Yeah, it was on the last possession.
And that was actually that pick six.
Yeah.
So
that was a bad throw in the air, just throwing the ball up for grabs. But the outcome is here decided here. And we got Broncos on the return. The Broncos have done well in the kick return game. This is one of the positives for them this evening here.
Special
Rick.
teams, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So great run back. .241 remaining in the game.
First and 10, 35-yard line for the Broncos.
You ready to get out there and rock and roll, huh? Yeah, okay, well, good luck with that. I'm not going out there. I got more brittle bones than you could imagine, huh? Got a timeout? Okay, timeout. That's an official timeout. We've got 2 minutes left in this football game.
Right on, boy. Have a good one. Bye.
It's okay.
All right, we're back live. You didn't get your Happy Meal, that commercial, but anyway, we are back live to live action here. Last 2 minutes of this ball game.
It's been all Crusaders this evening. And the quarterback for the Broncos, Russell's right, gets hit.
Actually got about 5 yards extra carried by one of the Crusaders there.
Yep, 5 yards extra. That was tackling the play by Duke Wright.
So it looks like about a 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 for the Broncos. Sometimes when you're a coach looking at this film, you don't even show it to your team sometimes, Rick. You just throw it out. Sometimes you just throw it out because you just had a bad night, and you throw it out, and, you just had a bad night and it got away from you. But you don't always have to look at film like this. You just throw it out. That was almost another interception by Tom Sillo. He almost had a chance at another interception there.
Well, it was off the fingertips of the receiver number, and I'm trying to read these numbers because they're very difficult to read, but I thought that should have been a catch. I can't blame the quarterback for that.
So, Rick, from a coaching perspective, do you think it's good to show your team this film, or you just kind of ditch it and throw it in the trash can and get ready for next week?
Unfortunately, it's on Campus Nation, so
yeah,
it's going to be hard to hide it. You're not going to hide the film from anybody.
Yeah. Almost
there.
A near touchdown by the Broncos. Dropped in the end zone.
And that sort of sums up the way this night has gone for the Butler County Broncos.
Sure is. Rick.
That was 6 points.
That was 6 points. That was a touchdown on the last play, it looks like, of the night. In a game where the Crusaders dominated from start to finish. And that's it here, Rick.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a break here. We will be back. This is Campus Nation, your Internet Sports Authority.
Way too much money for your game video? Zoom has all the tools you need to analyze and exchange game video like the pros. We've been working with officials for years now, and due to our successful growth, I'd like to announce our new video analysis program for elite level football coaches. Hi, I'm Andy with Zoom, and while other companies have been raising prices, we've been creating a better solution for less money. Our elite video analysis tools are priced far below our competition's, ranging from $500 to $600 per team, depending on the size of your league, all the way down to $400 for coaches-only access. But just because the price is low doesn't mean you lose all of the great features that you've come to expect. You can draw on the screen, tag, clip plays, add voiceovers, and you can even create training and quizzing modules, all while tracking who is and who is not watching. Remember, at Zoom, we don't prepare you for the competition, we make you the competition.
Be careful. All right, we're back to live action. Tonight's final, the Marion County Crusaders 44, the Butler County Broncos skunked here at Northwest High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, Trey, what do you think? It was impressive on the Marion County, really impressive team.
Definitely impressive victory here. They improved to, 2-1 on the season?
Right. Both teams are now 2-1.
Yeah.
And, of course, we'll be going into their fourth week. There's early in the season, I think they have like a bye week, so I'm not sure who plays next week. We'll get that information. But Marion County, they put on the brakes as far as Butler County. Anytime Butler County even got close to the red zone, and Butler County could just not get even that first score. And I think that they're going to have to regroup. They're going to have to figure out, what went wrong and what they need to do. I don't think it was so much their defense as it was their offense. And in Marion County, they would have liked to probably run the ball more, but Butler County was pretty good at stopping the run. It was the passing game that really did him in tonight. And Marion County just sort of picked him apart. Yeah, the big plays down the field is really what propelled the Crusaders this evening. Big plays from Brandon Thomas, Kendall Williams, and Sean Tyler, the quarterback for the Crusaders. He threw the ball down the field. They made explosive plays, and the Broncos didn't have an answer all night long. And offensively, it seemed like the Broncos just couldn't get in any kind of rhythm. Yeah, no rhythm. And again, Marion County started the first half of the game with that quick offense, and that sort of threw them off from the beginning. Yeah. And then Marion County wasn't forced to have to go through that in the second half, so they got into their own little rhythm and they slowed the game down. But Butler County, they had opportunities. They can't fault not having some red zone opportunities. They just could not capitalize on that at all. Yeah, and a key player for the Crusaders was safety Renato Tomsillo. He had a pick six, took it to the house for the Crusaders, had 2 interceptions on the evening, so he played great for the Crusaders. And, it seemed like the Crusaders played with more intensity all night long. Broncos, they'll be all right. They're 2-1 on the season, started off 2-0 on the season, and they'll be all right heading to week 5 next week. But sometimes you need a loss like this, Rick, in order to be able to get you going in the right direction and kind of humble you a little bit. Got to wake you up and maybe humble you. Yeah. So you don't think you're maybe better than what you really are. But anyway, DeAndre Coker, Mamadou Diallo, Joshua Oliver, and Trey Larkins. Want to thank our interns here. They did a fantastic job tonight from Northwest High School. So for Sydney Alexis, yours truly, Rick Phillips, and all the Campus Nation crew, we want to wish everybody adieu and tune in next week for the Game of the Week on the BCFL.